Danganronpa.
Alrighty, hello people. Please excuse me while I turn off my air conditioner, because I do not need that playing in the background while I'm playing. I am very specific about that. If it was hotter, I would have left it on, but I'm all good. So anyway, we're back with more Antebellum Lockdown. I hope we're all doing great today, and I can already see you in the chat, V. Hello, hello. As always, I really enjoy seeing your messages. They have me cracking up already. And that's a really fun headcanon. Zeke watches The Incredibles 2. We need fan art of that. Can we get that in order? That would be great. But honestly, for full transparency, so I did get spoiled on some stuff for chapter 1, unfortunately, but I am going into this as blind as I possibly can. I won't say what it is I got spoiled on until, later on, probably at the end of the stream. If I forget, I am sorry, but, I just figured I'd put that out there because, it might kind of make my reaction a little bit different. Let's see, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm just excited to get into this. And as always, my voice volume is low. Hold on, let me try moving my mic closer because on my end it shows that my audio input capture is pretty high. I'll turn it up anyway. But I don't want it to be too loud. Does that sound okay though? I played with the settings a little bit. Just let me know how that sounds before I continue. Because if not, I can just lower the game volume a little bit. I can never get the audio settings right, and I am so sorry, guys. I am trying my best. I'm gonna take another sip of my water in the meantime. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, so I did come prepared with some water. Alright, the game volume is fine. The voice volume is lower than usual. I haven't touched it at all since my last stream, so that's kind of weird. Does it still sound the same? Because I can try to keep fixing it if that is the issue. If need be, I can turn this completely up. So it sounds okay now? Alright, and if I need to adjust it again as the stream goes on, that's fine, just let me know. Because I don't mind making an attempt to fix it a little more. Alright, leave the game volume untouched. Gotcha. That is noted in my brain. Sorry for the technical difficulties right off the bat, everyone. But, I think now I'm okay to start. Alright, let's continue though. Let's see. Just adjust the voice more. Alright, I'm gonna put it as high as I can. The problem is, with louder lines, I don't want it to peak. That's what my concern is. It's all the way up on OBS. I don't have any other way to fix it at the moment without having to research into it, but, that would have to be something off stream that I do. I appreciate your help, though. Thank you, V. Alright, anyway, I think I'm just gonna start for now. I woke up to a persistent knocking on the door. I must have overslept. I rolled over and got out of bed, approaching the door and opening it.
Shinku!
Good morning, Shinku. How are we doing this morning? Good, sorry. I just woke up.
Drac.
Wait, Dracul? Yep, in the flesh. Something wrong with that? No. It's just typically you wake up Ismini in the morning. Did I miss something? Oh, no. I just felt like going with you today. Is that okay? Sure, just give me a second to get ready. That's okay. Take all the time you need, man. Sorry, I kinda dropped the ball here. Iz has just been acting strange since her vote, and, you know, I don't want to step on her toes too much until I can figure out what's going on. I still don't know how I feel about her whole crime either. It's really a lot. Yeah, it's made me really apprehensive about things. Sorry, I shouldn't be rambling right as you've just woken up. It's not your problem. Well, I'd rather you talk about it to someone than keep it to yourself. What a good friend you are, Shinku. If you say so. I just don't want to be a downer when you're probably already bummed out from all this. I just didn't really know who to go to aside from, well, you. I'm sure I can handle myself. Don't worry about it too much. We're friends. You can talk to me if you need. Just having you around to go to the votes with help's enough, man. I'm a major mama's boy, so I always get anxious knowing she's on the line, even if I know she's not gonna be picked for a while. Hi, Rip! It's so nice of you to join. I hope that everything's going well and that you're having a wonderful day or evening, whatever time it may be for you. You must care a lot about her. Psh, of course, duh. She's my mom, dude. She's awesome. She's like the coolest person on the planet. You gotta meet her someday. I jobs, parenting on top of their regular work. I'm glad they acknowledge that. That's so real. Tell me about it. I don't why we've got Mother's Day when every day should be Mother's Day with how hard they work. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Dracul is so sweet. I'm gonna get cavities because this guy is just so sweet. Ugh, sorry, I'm rambling. You probably don't want to hear about my mom. Ready to head to breakfast? Mm-hmm. Let's hope things don't get too bad today. Yeah. Hey, you don't mind if we go together each morning, do you? Like I said, it helps a bunch. I just don't like going places alone. Iz used to joke I had attachment issues. Oh, sure. I always find it's easier to go places with someone else. If you enter alone, people tend to just stare. Just be sure to wake me up if I oversleep. Deal. The two of us made our way over to the canteen. We certainly weren't the first to arrive this time. There was already a group gathered, all indulging in a breakfast that Asuga, Takiko, and Maiko had been making. Taka seemed to be overjoyed to be allowed to join for once, but was noticeably off to the side.
Hold on!
Shoot, sorry. Are we the last to arrive? Nah, it's all good. We're still waiting on Lyra to start.
Yep.
Here, we already made you 2 plates. Hope you enjoy. It's Japanese styled. Hope that's okay. Oh, I've never had one before. This looks awesome. It looks so balanced. It looked and smelled so good. I hadn't ended up eating dinner yesterday due to Fu and Lyra being in the canteen, so I was certainly ready for this. Just be wary of the takuan. Some people have found it a little too spicy.
Fuck off.
Shut the fuck up. This tastes delicious. Thank you so much. It's the first of many delicious breakfasts thanks to Alora sorting out the rats.
It's simple, really.
We'll have to keep the rat poison on the ground for a while to catch the rest of them, but within a week or 2, the problem should be completely gone.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Elenius. No need to thank me. It's my job. She whipped it up in no time. It was insane. We should have had a timer on that thing. It could have been a world record. Taka seemed to be in a better mood having become Alora's lab assistant, but everyone else seemed in a bit of a worse mood due to his new position. At least he'd finally taken a shower. You know what? That's true, B. That's true. That's very real. Yes, hopefully next time I'll get projects like these done swifter. I'm certain next time there will be less distractions.
What are you getting at?
Where is the blue broad anyway? She's probably just sleeping in. We can fetch her if needed. Maybe she's upset about her hostage. I know that having someone you love hurt, even if you allowed it to happen, can tear you apart bit by bit. We get it, you miss your dumbass fish. I honestly think Taka feels more bad about his fish than Lyra does about her hostage. No way, that's absurd. I mean, she was willing to have him chosen. Maybe they just aren't very close. I just don't understand why anyone would be okay with their friend being hurt. I hope he'll be okay now he's expelled. I just hope Chattel gets here soon so we can all be done with this and continue on with our days.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? Oh, there she is. Hi, Queen. The rat dance rat comes from the fridge and kills everyone except Gus. What? Did I miss something? Taka's already been hurt. PSI, I hate to break it to you. Hello, though. Welcome to stream. Lyra walked in, blinking. Ah, Lyra! It's good you're here now. I was worried your breakfast was gonna get cold. Oh, damn, you made breakfast for me? Thanks, dude. I, need carbs right now or I'm gonna die. Aw, it's no big deal. I hope the rice is okay. If you need more carbs, let me know. Nah, I'll be fine. You got any painkillers, though? I can make you something to help later if you'd like, Lyra. Please don't tell me you drunk last night. What are you, my mom? She was caught. Allura let out a heavy sigh. Well, we all make our own decisions in life. Shall we get to it? If we're still ruling out those we mentioned yesterday, that leaves 6 options. Shinku's, Ezekiel's, Maiko's, Asuga's, Takiko's, and of course my hostage. Who once again, if we need to, I'm happy for us to pick. I mean, if she's so eager. I really don't want to make that boy suffer any more than he has. So, how do we narrow it down from here? Well, who'd be affected by it the least? Who'd be able to bounce back the best? A silence filled the room. No one was really willing to say anything about how easily their hostage could recover. It was clear no one wanted their hostage to be hurt in any way, which was a given. I was the same. I didn't want Ichi getting hurt. Come on, we are gonna have to make a decision. Well, how about we look at it from a logical point of view, just to be fair. If we're looking in terms of professions, hurting Ezekiel's hostage would cause the most harm to wider society. He is a surgeon, after all. But doesn't that also mean he's got the cash to bounce back if he needs to? Yeah, but so does yours and Maiko's hostage. Aren't they famous or whatever? Super famous! Which means if something did happen, it would cause widespread scandal and their careers would be completely over. It would be awful! I'm sure it wouldn't be that bad. They'd be able to be forgiven no matter what the scandal was. Debatable, I think. I'm not so sure. Yeah, we've seen how it's been with Taka. Takiko's hostage works at a convenience store. So I'm sure there wouldn't be much widespread consequences if she did get fired. Yeah, but she doesn't have anything else to support her aside from that job. Huh? But aren't you famous? Did you not give her any of the money you earned? I tried, but Sachi was always too prideful to take charity. She preferred to make her own means. You know what? That's so real. That makes me feel bad even more. Well, Shinku's hostage is unemployed, which seems to be a step down from minimum wage work. That's all I'm gonna say. Whoa! Hey, give him a break. He'll find something eventually. Maybe this could be a bit of a wake-up call from him or something. Oh, yikes. Or it could be devastating since he has nothing to fall back on. Yeah. What? Does he not have parents or something? Well, yes. Then what's the holdup? Hey, come on, don't dogpile him. I'm sure he doesn't want his friend getting hurt. Yeah, why, first off, why all the Ichi slander? They don't even know him. Well, I don't think any of us want our friends to get hurt, but I did it, Taka did it. Hey, you only let yours get hurt to gain leverage over us. This is different. I don't want this. What? No, I didn't. No, you did. You told Fu last night. Don't go back on that now. Oh, Shinku. That was a bad idea. How the fuck do you know about that? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Yeah, hold up, kid. That was a private conversation. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming, guys. I'm freaking out. Huh? Were you snooping around or something? I just listened in a little. Without them knowing? That's pretty creepy, Shinku. Oh, so this prick has been sneaking around listening to our private conversations? Why the fuck are you doing that? Are you planning something? Come on, guys. I'm sure he didn't mean to. He probably did it by accident. I don't care. I don't want this little weasel accidentally listening in on my business so he can murk me easier later. Hey, hold on. I really wasn't trying to... Even if you weren't intentionally sneaking around, Ichi does seem like the best option. Sorry. Jesus Christ, it's enough having these cameras watching me. I don't need anything else following me about. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I was just trying to grab dinner, but you and Fu were there and I didn't know what to do. Say hello? Enter the room? Do anything aside from being a little peeping creep? Yeah, that really would have been smarter. Well, Byrne is right. Even putting the sneaking aside, Kutsuki's hostage does seem to be the best option. My condolences, Kutsuki. So, we're all in agreement about voting his hostage? Yeah, sorry, Shinku. It's really nothing personal, it just... someone has to go, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, I didn't really have a defense. I just didn't want him getting hurt. I considered lying for a moment, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Everyone here had someone they cared about. It would be wrong to just lie for someone else who was genuinely suffering to get more hurt. He's my best friend. And yet, it still hurt. I felt so small. Shinku. I'm sorry, Kutsuki. I'm sure you can understand that none of us want to do this. It's okay. I understand. This is painful! So, have we all come to an agreement? Yes, I believe we're going for Shinku's hostage. Oh no, this man's about to get destroyed. Please don't. Hey Shin, it'll be alright. I could say something. Maybe it wasn't too late. Well, if that's your decision, then let's get to it! Let's have a look at Ichi Sakaguchi's level 1 consequence! The monitors switched on, but I couldn't look at them. I couldn't face my friend getting hurt. I felt like such a coward as I stared down at my shoes, hoping blindly that if I could only hear it then, I wouldn't have to face what was happening. Huh? Dad? Dad, are you okay? Oh my god, oh my god. Just a bit of a fall, son. I'll be okay. I'll be alright in a second. I just need to get back to work. Oh, that's absolutely diabolical. Don't tell me. Are you insane? Your spine. Oh my god. Let me call the ambulance. There's no way you're working like this. I won't let you. I have to. How else can I support you? How can I help you find him? Oh my god, no! Dad. Let's just get you to the hospital. But the medical bills, I'll find a way to pay them. I'll find a way. Find a way? That's insane. Those bills are going to be impossible to pay back. Which means that someone intentionally hurt Ichi's dad. That's diabolical. That's so... oh my god, that's awful. His dad's back. It must have been completely busted. He'd probably be paralyzed for life. Ah, I'm cringing. And Ichi would have to care for him and try to make ends meet. I knew Ichi and that much pressure. No, he'll do it as well. I can't lose him like... My breaths were quickening. I must have been hyperventilating. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was going to die, but in my panic, I felt your hand in mine. You gently squeezed it and returned my empty words to me quietly. It'll be okay, Shin. Well, that's a wrap. I sure hope that doesn't bring Ichi to his limit. He's been pretty fragile lately. So many losses. I don't even know what to say to this comment. You've got quite the streak going, haven't you, Shinku? I'm sorry. Oh, you're not fun to bully. You're just sad. Damn it. You make me feel bad about it. Whatever. I'll see you all tomorrow or your next vote. We're finally starting to get some tension, so stay tuned. And with that, Mononeko scurried down the vents. I started to pull myself together a little. I couldn't lose face in front of everyone here. I thought you already— you know what? I'm not even gonna continue that thought. That might be mean. And yet, as I looked up at all the concerned faces glancing at my reaction, trying to gauge it, your hand remained in mine. I knew it wouldn't be there forever, but in that moment, I just wanted to cling to it as if you really were Ichi. Shinku? I'm sorry, Shinku. If you need to talk about anything, I'm here, okay? I'll be fine. Sorry, I really shouldn't be making a fuss. You have a right to be upset. Come on, man. Someone's hostage had to be picked. I'm just glad everyone else's are okay. Hey, at least now he can't be hurt more for a bit. That's good, right? Maiko. I don't know how to feel about that one. Well, does it really make it hurt any less? I think I'm going to spend some time on my own. I'll see you all tomorrow for breakfast. If you have trouble sleeping or need something to ease your nerves, come to me. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Min. Shin. I let go of his hand. I couldn't delude myself into thinking that just because I was making him happy that I was undoing what had happened with Ichi. I knew how easy that would be. I hope Shinku goes insane. That would— what? Why does people want to see this man go insane? No, but real talk, Shinku is like one of my favorite protags, like, ever, like, in terms of fangins. I still stand by that, even from OG Antebellum. I'm not kidding. I had returned to my room, but I wasn't sure how long ago I got here. I don't even remember walking back. I held my head. It felt heavy. I saw a note slid under my door. It was from Dracul. Hey man, I popped by earlier, but you didn't answer. I'm guessing you want to be left alone, which is okay. This is tough for all of us, and I'm sure right now things feel hopeless. But I know your friend can bounce back. I've seen people have their lives destroyed and come back even stronger. If they can do that, he can do it too. Take as much time as you need, but know if you ever need to talk, I'm here. Can't have you being all cooped up for ages. Dracul. That is so sweet of Dracul. P.S. I asked Taki to make French toast tomorrow with cinnamon, so if that doesn't make you want to leave your room, I don't know what will. So thoughtful. Very touching. P.P.S. I think you like French toast. I remember you saying that anyway. Sorry if I'm misremembering. Even apologizing. Oh my gosh. I can relate to Dracul, okay? P.P.P.S. Oh yeah, also, if you ever want to hang out, I'm here. No pressure though. Sorry for all the P.S.'s. I get carried away. That's so silly. I love that. Thank you, Dracul. I put down the note, trying to think what to do next before I heard a small knock at my door. I slowly approached it and opened it, surprised by who was on the other end.
Shinku?
Oh, you answered.
Huh?
Is that such a surprise? No, it's just both Dracul and Takiko popped by earlier, and apparently you didn't answer. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry anyone. I've just been pretty out of it today. Well, that's understandable. Oh, Ismini. Why the Sprite? I wanted to bring you a present. I thought it might help. Ismini handed me an expensive-looking wine bottle. Are you telling me to drink my problems away? Oh god. Oh goodness, no, of course not. That was certainly not meant to be the implication here. It's just rude to apologize without giving a gift. I thought it would be nice. I can find something else if you'd like. No, it's fine. I just haven't had red wine before. Would you prefer a white? I considered it, but all the whites in my room are just ghastly. Such low quality. I wouldn't even use them to disinfect a dying rat's wounds. It would be an insult to give them to you. Oh, that's quite the analogy. No, red is fine, but why on earth are you apologizing to me? For Ichi getting voted. I should have provided more reasons for them to pick Dakota instead of just reiterating my previous points. That's an interesting take. Perhaps it's worth asking Chantel for some debate tips. If I can make a compelling enough argument, I could delay Dracul's hostage for quite a while, but that shameless girl is impossible to talk to. Ismini, it's really not your fault. I don't think any amount of convincing could have gotten them to pick Dakota over Ichi. Besides, I'd feel guilty for him if he did get voted. I just wish the others considered your feelings a little more. I know it wasn't done out of personal malice, but... well, nothing's to be done now about it. I'm just glad you're not taking it out on yourself. That's strange to hear from you. Listen, I know I can be harsh, but I do quite enjoy having you around. You have all the right to be conflicted about me after what's come to light about me, but... my verdict has made me want to open up and trust people again, find kinder people to fill my life with. And I suppose I do enjoy your company. You're certainly more sensible than quite a good deal of the people here. Thanks, but I think you've gotten the wrong impression of me. Regardless, I wanted to ensure you were doing all right. So, if you ever need to talk, come to my room. We can always open up this bottle together and just have a chat together. I'd appreciate that a lot, Ismini. She smiled at me for a moment. I am still apprehensive about being her friend, but she did seem to be genuinely trying. I really do hope your friend will be okay. I'm sorry for what happened to him. It's not your fault. Once again, it would be silly of me to blame people for picking the most obvious option. Well, if everything's alright with you, then I'll leave you be. Do stay sensible, Shinku. I know it sounds rich coming from me, given how I speak about Dakota, but I really do enjoy talking with you, Shinku. Your brain is quite fun to pick at, so try to look after it. She nodded her head a bit and left my cell, leaving me alone once more. I wasn't in great spirits, but I felt a little rejuvenated. I took a deep breath in. I couldn't just rot in my room all day dwelling on Ichi. I could at least distract myself for a few hours. That might be good for me. Perhaps I could hang out with someone. Or see if there's anyone in the common room who needs help. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna save again. Because it's better to be safe than to be sorry. I think I saved. Alright, let's go. Alright. Alright, I think I'm gonna go look for someone to spend time with. Oh, it's Takiko. Hi, Takiko. Oh, Shinku, you're out of your room. It's really nice to see you. Can I get you anything? No, I'll be alright. Well, if you're sure, I was really worried for you earlier. That seemed pretty rough on you. I completely understand if you want to be alone right now, but... if you need to talk to anyone, I'm here. Always. It's my job, so it wouldn't be a big deal at all. I just want to make sure you're not alone through all this. So, do you need to talk? I'm gonna see if I can find someone else, because I know I did talk to Takiko last time, too. I think I'll be okay. Thank you, Takiko. Alright, I understand. Just let me know if you change your mind. I don't want you stewing in all your bad thoughts. It seems that no matter what I say today, Takiko is happy to hang out with me. She must be worried. I do want to see... hold on. I kinda want to find Maiko. I don't know if she's available, but I'm gonna try to find her. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering around. Wait, I don't know if this is her. The sprites are kind of hard sometimes. Oh, there she is. Oh, Shiku, are you feeling okay? I just wanted to say I'm super duper sorry about earlier. It wasn't anything personal, I pinky promise. It's just because everyone else went along with it that I did. Maiko, if all your friends jumped off a cliff, would you jump too? That's a blunt question. Thanks for clarifying, Rip. I appreciate it. Probably. Oh my gosh, this poor girl. That's sadly relatable. Are you mad at me? The sprite, it's so sad. Oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings. No. I'm gonna say no. No, I'm not mad, Maiko. I understand you just went along with what everyone else was saying. It's really hard to speak out sometimes, even when something bad is happening to a friend. Even when you could stop it, I just freeze up. I do that a lot too. Oh my god. So real. Still, even if you're not mad, I want to do what I can to help you because you're my friend, Shinku. So, if you need to talk, I'm here, okay? Yes. That sounds nice, actually. Thank you, Maiko. Anything for a friend. Maiko had seemed strange since we'd gotten here, to say the least. Still, despite her being a little weird, she seemed harmless, so it couldn't hurt to hang out with her a bit. Hey, Shinku? Yeah? Don't you think this whole thing is kind of scary? Huh? Yeah, I mean, anyone would be scared in a situation where our lives are on the line. No, I mean, well, that's scary too, but isn't it sort of scary this whole thing is being live streamed? I mean, all these people watching already hate us, so they're probably looking for every little thing we do to point out and laugh. Is that really your main concern right now? I know it's silly, but with all these cameras around, can you blame me for being a little self-conscious? Is this girl being serious? Like, what if I messed up my makeup or my outfit looks weird or I do something strange? Oh my gosh, what if I have acne? Usually when I'm scared, I just hold myself up, but I can't really do that because then people would make fun of me for bed rotting. Oh my god, Queen, you're such a mess. I really don't think your appearance is what people are going to be the most focused on here. You're probably right, but I can't help but worry. I'm really self-conscious. I always preferred voice acting because I didn't have to dress up all fancy for it. I didn't have to raise a finger to become someone prettier, kinder, and more liked than me. I suppose I understand that. I guess I appreciate that I have a talent which doesn't depend on my public appearance. Right, it's super good, isn't it? My mama always told me I should try to expand into TV, but they never really wanted someone who looks like, me. That's so sad. I think Maiko's really pretty. I don't know what these people are talking about. Oh, come on now. You're talking as if you're some ugly, horrendous-looking monster. Am I? No. No, of course not. Yeah, just a little different. And different isn't bad, right? I don't think Maiko really believes that about herself. Still, even if I was super pretty and conventionally perfect, it couldn't match the levels of cute or pretty the 2D roles I play are. So voice acting is still better for me. A lot less effort. To be fair, that's probably why I like being online so much. It's like voice acting. How so? Well, for one, you don't have to show your face. For two, you can be anything you want. It's like taking on a VA role in that sense, but it doesn't stop when you run out of lines. You just get to make your own. Interesting take. I like that. People use the internet for a lot of bad things, but in my opinion, it's the best. You just gotta find the good corners of it. That is actually very, very true. We don't talk about what corners of the internet I've been to. What do you mean? Shinku? Hello? But now I don't have access to the internet and I'm being streamed. This is so dengeki. What? That doesn't make sense. Huh? That's not how you use dengeki. Oh, no, you're so right. I was quoting one of Melody Pretty's catchphrases. I guess that makes sense. See? I keep embarrassing myself. The audience is gonna hate me so much. What am I meant to do, Shinku? How do I not get called Maiko Puzuki? People are actually calling me that? That's mean. They already hate you, Maiko. I don't know why you're trying to appeal to them. did I do? Was it something I said? This is going to be a long conversation. Or my girl's a disaster. I tried to reassure Maiko that it wasn't her fault the audience of a Red Room show wanted to see her get hurt. And that we didn't all hate her. And if she didn't want to get made fun of, maybe face stickers were a bit of a bad idea. Less than 3. Oh, I like that. I sat in my room. I felt a little bit better, but still, my mind kept returning to it. Well, I knew I couldn't keep dwelling on it. That wouldn't do me any good whatsoever. I needed to do something to stop these racing, collapsing thoughts. I just needed to focus on something, anything really. I couldn't dwell on it. You can't change anything after it's already happened. I sat down and opened my notebook. I decided to spend the evening writing. It did me good to put my energy into something productive. This was better. I just needed to write, yes. But no matter what, I couldn't stop thinking about what happened to him. About what I'd done to him. Well, it wasn't me who had done anything to him. It wasn't my fault. I knew that, but still, whose fault was it? I couldn't fully blame the others. It's not their fault. They don't know who he is. They don't know what his life is like. They've all got people they love on the line. Those who try to argue to keep their loved ones safe just cause conflict, it just makes those discussions become violent. I was good for keeping my mouth shut. I didn't want to bother anyone. If I said something, it wouldn't have changed anything anyway. They'd still have voted for him, but they'd hold a grudge towards me for throwing a tantrum about it. Nothing I could have said would have stopped what happened.
I absolutely won't let you do that to him.
Wait, what? Pardon me? Huh?
That's what I would have said anyway.
That voice. No, it can't be. I turned around and... What? I am so confused by this.
Jeez, for having a talent that revolves around writing, you really do suck at finding words when it counts.
Yikes.
Speechless? Gosh, if you're that bad at saying anything valuable, then your novels must be the pits.
Yikes. My blood felt cold. I was stunned. It couldn't be real.
Oh well, it's not like this is anything new for you. Is it?
That's not true.
You really are an ultimate now, aren't you?
What are you saying? Who are you?
Oh god, this is scary.
Me? Who am I?
V, no! Not the John C. In such a serious moment.
That doesn't matter now, does it? But I'll be sure to say hi to Ichi when I see him. We'll have a whole lot in common now, won't we?
Sheesh. She giggled and turned around, running into the mirror.
Wait!
I rushed after her, running into the mirror. To my shock, I found myself able to pass through it. I found myself in a strange, off-putting place. It gave me a headache that just wouldn't subside. But I couldn't dwell on it. I needed to find her. She was getting away. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out where I'm going here. Alright, let's see. I might get a little lost here. Am I just supposed to keep going ahead here? Okay, here we go.
Please, wait!
I reached out to grab her, but my arm phased through her skin, and I fell through her, tripping onto my knees on the murky floor. One by one, they all started to surround me. What is this? I felt something in front of me, something awful and looming. All I could hear around me was giggling, their voices overlapping and melting into each other. Floating, unable to be grasped. Every question was met with giggling, a fragment of her voice.
Don't make me face it.
This is so ominous. In front of me, I knew it was there. And slowly, despite everything screaming at me not to, I began to look up. And the terrible reality stared back at me. The awful, unspoken truth of what I'd done.
No!
Oh my god, that was ominous. Oh god. Huh? What just happened? Was any of that real? I looked back at what I was writing.
The past stays forever. But it can't physically haunt you.
Oh, interesting. I carefully approached the mirror. With apprehension, I reached out to touch it. It's solid. Why wouldn't it be? It just felt very real in the moment. I need to get more sleep. Maybe I could get something to help me fall asleep easier. Min offered to help me with that, didn't he? I should try talking to him. I don't need any more issues in a situation like this. I'll go see him. I approached the door to Mint's cell, knocking quietly. I felt bad about waking him up at this time of night. Part of me hoped I wouldn't bother him. But to my surprise, he opened it up, a weary look in his eyes.
Sorry?
Shinku?
Mint.
Sorry, I know it's late. I'm just struggling to sleep. No, it's okay. I'm happy to help. Come in. I stepped inside Mint's plant-filled cell. He switched on the lights and rubbed his eyes. Let me make you some tea. That should help. Take a seat if you'd like. Are you sure you're okay doing this? It's the middle of the night. It must be a bother. I'm just glad I get the opportunity to help someone here. I don't want to be a deadweight in the group. Besides, after the crime reveals, most people have turned to Dr. Olenius if they need treatment. Not that I blame them. It's fair enough. At least I still have the princess coming to me for every slight headache or minor problem every other hour. The princess? Do you mean Maiko? Oh my god, that's so silly. Oh, no, I mean Zeke. Alright, I have a question. Real talk, why is he called the princess? Oh, okay. Let's make sure that doesn't leave this room. Oh, I really want to know now. What the hell? Oh, I didn't even get what he said. My bad. Would you look at that? The tea is ready. Let me get you a cup. The kettle stopped boiling and he poured 2 cups. Perhaps he was drinking it alongside me to prove to me it was safe. Thank you. It smells lovely. It should calm your nerves and encourage more melatonin release, but it might take a little while. Sorry if it's not an instant fix. It's alright. As long as I sleep eventually, I'll be fine. Still, I was apprehensive about drinking it. I knew it was unlikely Mint was trying anything here. He was even drinking it himself. But every time I considered taking a sip, I thought back to his crime. Deep down, I really am quite a horrible person. Is something the matter? Not at all. It's just a little hot. I don't want to burn my tongue. I wouldn't do it to you. I'm not that awful. Aw, he kind of already mentally notes this. That's sad. I I wouldn't have done it to my father either if there was another option, but circumstances called for action. Circumstances? My father wasn't a very kind person. Didn't I say this during the prologue? I was thinking his dad must have done something. Oh my god, no. And I needed that money to save my sister's life. Not that it mattered much in the end. But it's really not your problem. I don't want to bother you with it. I just didn't like seeing my family get hurt. I was willing to take on the burden of guilt to save them. That's hard. I understand. I think it goes without saying, but I don't exactly enjoy seeing people suffer. I wouldn't poison you. Sorry, I'm just paranoid. It's really nothing personal, I promise. You shouldn't worry about my concerns anyway. You've been judged as worthy of redemption, so you've pretty much been let off the hook. Yes, I have. You must be relieved. Are you okay with me being honest, Shinku? Yes. All it's done is make things more messy. I don't know what to think anymore. Perhaps that's why I've been hanging out so much with Zeke. I don't have to think with him. I know I should be happy, but every time I think too deeply about it, all that verdict does is make me feel wretched. Oh, goodness. Wait, you can't seriously believe you'd prefer to be corrupt. Have you not seen how difficult things have been for Taka? I'm unsure. I know objectively it would make life harder, life far harder, but I'd feel more comfortable emotionally. I think I can understand why he's saying this, like where he's coming from. This is something that's probably weighed on him for a very long time. A very hard pill to swallow. At least I could take some of the burden off of Taka. The others have been relentless, Ismini especially. And if I was corrupt then, I wouldn't have to reflect like this. I could peacefully remain a rotten boy who did something awful, who bit the hand that fed him. I was happy to take on that burden of sin, so my ma didn't have to. It's silly, but I thought if I took on the sin of dealing with my father for her, then she wouldn't have to do anything. She would still get into heaven. Oh my god. I was happy to be pushed to hell if it meant she wouldn't have to betray her faith. But doesn't it make things better if you can find redemption? I don't know much about Christianity, but doesn't this mean you can find salvation? That God forgives you? It just makes it worse if he can, if what I did wasn't a sin. Because then, why didn't she step up and do it? Why did I have to take on that burden to protect us? Okay, I get where he's coming from. That's rough. Why didn't she step in and take action when we were younger, when my father was... Oh my god, poor Mint. If she had, maybe we could have saved Lavi, sorry. I would still have my sister. I see. I'm sorry. But even so, can't you find peace in knowing people understand why you did it? Even without knowing any of the context behind it. They were still so forgiving. It must be reassuring that the audience reaffirms your decision. That wretched audience. His fingers started trembling on the teacup. All I've heard for the last month are what they've been saying about me. Why, they've decided I deserve redemption without even knowing the full story. He seems like someone who would feel guilty. He must regret what he did. Of course I feel guilty. How on earth could I not? But just because you are eaten up by guilt, it doesn't make it okay. Because even if I am tormented by what I've done, if you put me back in that situation, I would have done it again, knowing how awful it was. Yikes. Perhaps that's why I enjoy Zeke's company so much. He sees all the rotten parts of me. He doesn't have excuses for them. He embraces them as part of me. Unlike the audience, he never sees me for something I'm not. That's a good take. Now I understand why he hangs out with Zeke a lot. All the verdict has done is reaffirm to me that I could have had a better life, that I wasn't born just to take on this sin to save my family. But in the end, no one loved me enough to risk it for me. That's heartbreaking. Mint, sorry, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You came in here for help and I just started... I'll have to make it up to you at some point. I apologize. It's okay. I'm just concerned now. Are you talking to anyone else about this? I'll be okay, Shinku. Don't you worry. I'm just going on silly little rambles because it's late. I'll find peace in my own time. Being able to help others like this does make coming to terms with it easier. Well, good, because this tea is excellent. I had found that after a certain point, my apprehensions had melted away. The tea was bitter, admittedly, a little hard to drink, but in the end, it did its job. I'm glad. Although, I apologize for ruining the calm atmosphere. Is the tea at least helping you ease up? Yeah, I feel a lot better than I did before. Well, if you ever want anything at all, I'm always here. But if I can make a suggestion, if this is a long-term issue, maybe try to get a face mask like mine. Huh? I'm not following. How would that help? Oh, I stuff mine with lavender. It helps during panic attacks. You can pull it up and breathe in the calming air. It always makes me feel a lot more at ease. Oh, so that's why he wears the mask. Okay, I like that that's explained. No matter what happens, I can always close my eyes, pull up my mask, and feel like I'm somewhere nicer. It just helps my anxieties melt away. Noted. Wow, okay. Sorry, it sounds a little silly, but it's particularly good in situations where you can't exactly sit down and drink some tea. Like earlier with your friend. Are you feeling any better from that, by the way? I'll get there eventually. Well, I hope these small remedies and solutions can help in some way. I wouldn't want you to suffer on your own. Thank you, Mint. I know you believe you're not the best, but you really are a kind and considerate person. Don't lose that empathy. It's refreshing. I don't think I ever could. I wouldn't be human without it. You have a pleasant night, alright? I hope you sleep better. I'm sure I will. Once again, come back if you need anything at all. Of course, have a lovely night. I closed the door behind me and slowly left the room, feeling far more relaxed. I was walking back to my room, the quietness of the night oddly soothing instead of unsettling, when I found myself bumping into something. Or someone.
Huh?
Oh my god. Watch where you're going. Wait. Who was this person? He definitely wasn't one of us. Could this be our captor? Oh, damn it. You saw nothing, you hear me? Who are you? Doesn't concern you. To that idiotic movement, we're all the same. They just see us as little cogs in the machine, unaware of how brilliantly we shine on our own. I figured maybe a fellow ultimate would be able to understand, especially considering what you did. I thought if anyone here would have sense, it would be you. Wow, okay. But I suppose you didn't have an idea of what's really going on here. What are you even talking about? You'll find out in due time. Until then, don't think it can't happen to you. Take it from me. It's not worth snooping around. Hold on. Before I could think further, he swept his mop under my feet, tripping me up onto the cold floors. Watch your step. This is far bigger than the both of us. The last thing I remember was a large blow to my head, and then everything went black. I am most certain that was supposed to be Kyoshi. Oh my gosh, that's wild, guys. Who was that weirdo? Yeah, weirdo's a pretty good word. Who was that? All in caps. What happened last night? When I woke up, my head felt heavy and damp. Huh? I put my hand to my head. Someone had put an ice pack on it. I rolled over and took it off, noticing a glass of water and painkillers that had been placed next to my bedside. Who did this? It can't have been that guy. Before I had time to think about it further, I was interrupted by pretty frequent knocking. I should go answer. Alright. I'm gonna save. Alright. Here we go. I opened the door to...
Shinku!
Shin! Good job you're awake. I was getting worried you did something drastic. Phew. Okay, calm down, Dracul. It's all okay.
Huh?
Did I sleep in? Yeah, everyone's already in the canteen. I tried knocking earlier, but you didn't answer. I figured you wanted some space after yesterday. And then Lori said someone should go check on you just in case, and I got worried, and... I'm just glad you're okay, man. You're okay. Good morning to you, too? Sorry, I just really struggled to sleep last night. I ended up crashing out pretty late. I think so, at least. I can't really remember. Ah, right, good morning. I completely forgot. Sorry, my head has been all scrambled. It's harder to decide which hostage to vote now. It's getting pretty tense. I can imagine. It was already a lot yesterday. And when you start getting dogpiled, it's hard to say anything without seeming like you're being difficult. Yeah, I'm just glad they ruled out my mom for now. I don't know what I'm going to do if we get to the point she has to be voted. But no need to think about that now. I don't need to worry about that for a while. Yeah, we should probably make sure we're still there for the vote, though. Oh, right, sorry. I just needed a few minutes out of that room. Love those guys, but phew, it's a lot right now. I get it. We can walk there slowly then. But what about the others? We'll just tell them it took me a bit to get ready. Alright. Let's try not to keep them waiting too long, though. We slowly made our way to the canteen. It was clear Dracul was starting to get more nervous about these votes. I felt less nervous about the whole thing now. I didn't really have anything to lose until the votes circled around again. But I knew how Dracul was feeling. Maybe he could do with one of Mint's soothing masks. We entered the room, and already tensions were high, but at least Takiko had made French toast, which softened the blow a little bit. Hey, if all goes wrong, you have French toast. Totally not the saying, but we're gonna go with it. We made our way to the canteen. When we entered, there was already a good amount of bickering going on. It seems these decisions were getting harder day by day. Hey guys, Shinka's alive, and we seemed to be entirely ignored. They seemed focused on the conversation at hand.
I would advise you didn't.
We're all going to have to make a sacrifice here eventually. I know it's hard, but that is the reality of the situation. Well, maybe we wouldn't be here if you buckled down and stayed true to your promise of busting us out of here. I am still trying. You just have to understand it's going to take a bit. I apologize, but I don't want to do anything reckless and risk more lives.
Really now, kid?
I respect that, but the more time you spend fucking about, the more the younger hostage lives are at risk. I assure you, I'm going as fast as I can.
Is that all?
Once again, I'm completely fine if we want to go with my hostage.
Boy, stop that!
Once again, we're not ruining his life any further. Well then, it's up to you, Takiko, Maiko, and Zeke to volunteer. I don't think anyone's going to volunteer, especially after those of us who didn't get any sort of compensation for it.
Whatever.
Okay, what are the facts here? We've got Zeke's hostage, who Laura has decided is most valuable to society because he sat through 8 years of medical school, so let's hold off on him for a bit. Then there's Takiko's hostage, who probably works for minimum wage, so not exactly crime to make a full recovery. And then 2 incredibly rich, famous people. How are we ever going to decide? This is so hard. Oh my god, Lyra. Come on, give her a break. Alright, so which rich bitch first? Zeke, not the time, my guy, not the time. Well, I am biased because I am a member of the Apina Armada.
Sorry?
Huh? But oh my god, oh, It's what her fans call themselves. The Opinia Armada is dedicated, I'll tell you that. I saw so many Yui ITA bags. What? I don't know what that is, sorry. Even after she lost the title. I'm more of a Manny K fan myself, but I can definitely see Yui's appeal. We can't vote based on who our favorite celebrity is. Hey, let me get to the point. Yui had her title revoked a few years ago. Her career is starting to fizzle out. If our main concern with voting famous people is that their consequence would be very public and ruin their careers, at least Yui is past her prime, so it wouldn't have as big of an effect. I mean, good point, but I don't know. Models typically have until their 30s. Idols only really stay relevant until they're 25. But she's special. I believe in her to be an idol for the rest of her life. But when they get older, isn't it best for idols to change their image anyway? A scandal would be just what she needs to kickstart her rebrand, show a new side of her. She should be grateful. Not all stars can benefit from a scandal. But I like the current side of her a whole lot. Maybe she's ready to move on too. Besides, she's a musician. People are still gonna listen to her music regardless of its controversy happens. If it's good music in the first place, that is. It is. Mello, I know this is hard, but it was gonna happen eventually, don't you think? I'm sure she'll understand. Well, if we're all in agreement. So are we ready? Mononeko once again appeared from nowhere. Damn it, why am I still shocked by it? Yes, I think we're ready to vote. Hold on, listen to me, please, just this once. We can't vote Yui out. Why? Because Yui is more than just a simple pop idol.
Yui is a light in the darkness for so many.
Okay. I love this CG.
She isn't your typical idol. Along the way, she's faced countless amounts of adversity. For one, she's half Thai. Do you know how hard it is for anyone who's not fully Japanese to become famous back there? Everyone told her that she couldn't do it. And they told her that her looks, her voice, all of it was all wrong. But she knew it wasn't, and she pushed her way to the top through raw talent and skill. Yui has always pushed boundaries. Because of her, countless Thai and other mixed girls back in Japan felt like they could be themselves. Like they were pretty. Like they deserved to be seen. And now, she's continuing her mission to push what an idol is. She's trying to break the standard of idols just being younger, showing the beauty and strength of maturity. She wants to show, no matter what, you can always sing and say exactly what you want to say. If it wasn't for Yui, I wouldn't be alive right now. So please, even if you hate me, please spare her. I don't want anything bad happening to someone as wonderful as her.
Oh, this is so sad. She's trying so hard to convince the home. I don't know what they're gonna say.
A world without Yui would be a far less kind world. Don't do this for me. Do this for every lonely, ostracized girl in Japan.
Mello, that was so touching. Thank you for speaking from your heart. You can't seriously be falling for this. What, are you in love with her or something? That's just female friendship, boo. You wouldn't get it. Women can just be closer with each other. Does she really mean that much to you, Mai? Mm-hmm. She's my best friend. Words can't describe how much everything she does blows me away. When I listen to her music, when I see her smile, when I get to hang out with her, I feel like I'm going to burst with adoration. Huh. I never would have considered an idol would have such an impact. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've been here for like 10 minutes. Are we going for the idol bitch or not? I don't have until Christmas. Oh shit, I forgot about Christmas. It was a few days ago. Damn it, we were gonna have a Christmas special stream and everything. What? Wait, Christmas was a few days ago? Yeah, sorry for the lack of festivities, but you are in fact in a prison. I don't know what you expected. That means it's my birthday soon! Really? Are you sure we haven't missed it? It's the 30th. Not that any of you need to remember. I don't want to be a bother. I've never really celebrated my birthday before, so it's not a big deal or anything. It's gonna be weird having a birthday without Yui, though. Are you sure there's no one else we could go with today? Look, we already decided we were going to do this. Even if we don't do this today, later down the line. I mean, now I'm thinking more deeply about it. It's not guaranteed a scandal would lead to any kind of success for Yui. Wow, you sure changed your tune quickly. I think, personally, it's best we avoid voting the famous people for now, especially since any consequence would be publicized and ruin their career and all future job prospects. Once the press gets on a famous person's case, they'll jump on them and make them public enemy #1 for the rest of their lives. But it's, no matter what, like, there's like pros and cons for going for a famous person or for like an ordinary person. You still gotta go with one of them. I'm not saying it should be Yui. I'm not saying it should be like, I don't know, crap, I'm blanking out. But I think you guys get what I mean. It's like, no matter what, it's like, they're all people at the end of the day. They have their lives. And this motive is meant to fuck with them. And that's just, it's a hard pill to swallow. So who do you suggest we go with? If it's really that big of a deal for Maiko, I guess we could go with my sis. Oh my god, Takiko. Oh my god, this hurts. Are you sure about that? It's my job to make sure everyone's happy, right? It would be pretty selfish of me to only look out for my own interests here. Are you sure, Taki? I don't want to ruin your birthday. Oh my god, Takiko. You really don't have to. I mean, I really don't want to be a bother. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm the worst. It's okay. I'm sure sis will find her way back on track. She's stubborn like that. So, Takiko, you are the best. You are the kindest, sweetest, most wonderful person in the whole wide world, doing something so nice for someone as awful as me. It's so rare to meet people like you. Thank you so much. I just hope this way we can prevent any lingering tension or hard feelings. So what? We're going with yours now? If she's so certain about it. Kid, are you sure about this? You seemed pretty reluctant before. I understand that I can't look out for myself all the time. At the end of the day, group stability is vital here, so I don't want to let anything happen that would divide us. Just promise you guys won't fight about this, okay? I don't want any fighting. Well, Sachiko Uchiyama it is. Let's have a look at her level 1 consequence. The monitor switched on once again. Huh? What? Evicted? I've been in this apartment since I was born. This is bullshit. We're afraid it's coming into effect immediately. Please collect your things within the next hour and leave the building. Oh no. Where the hell am I meant to go? I can't afford the rent anywhere else. That's not our concern. This is diabolical. This cannot be legal. How am I gonna get all my stuff out of there anyway? And where is Taki gonna... We suggest you collect your things before we call security. You parasites. I looked over at Takiko. She was still smiling and trying to reassure everyone she was fine to do this for all of us. Oh my god, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. But there was a strange look in her eyes. It was clear her resolve was faltering. And the accentuations of her rental sister attitude only proved she was trying to bury her real feelings deep down. Takiko! I'm so sorry. Are you going to be okay? A silence filled the room for a moment. Takiko looked down at the ground before looking up. Of course. Taki, you don't have to lie to us. We're all adults. We don't need to be babied. I'm fine, really. It was going to happen eventually. I think I just freaked out because I didn't know it would be so soon. But Sachi can find another apartment. If she really pushes her pride away enough to use my money, then she can get a way nicer one. This might even do her a favor. Make her realize it's okay to get help from others. Yeah. Oh, Takiko. She's trying to look at the positives. You're really okay with this? If it means no one else has to be upset, then I'm fine with it. Shit, kid, if you insist, but I'm all okay. Don't worry about silly old me. Taki, this is my fault. I'm sorry. I really didn't want to be a bother like this. Hey, were you serious about it being your birthday soon? Yeah, but I don't even deserve a birthday anymore, so don't even worry about it. Aw, come on, don't be silly. Everyone deserves a birthday, don't they? What do you say we have a birthday party for you tomorrow? A birthday party? For me? I've never had a birthday party before. All the more reason to do it. We've got to make up for all the birthdays you've missed. Oh, jeez. I don't want to make all of you make such a fuss over me. I don't want to be a bother. Besides, a party could be dangerous. Well, if we're all there, no one will try anything, will they? There'd be too many witnesses. Besides, I think we need this. Everyone's been so tense with each other. Maybe this will help ease things up. Stop people from thinking about doing anything dumb. It could help. I think everyone would like a chance to relax after everything. Besides, it would be a birthday party. It's not like it's a rave or anything. We're not gonna do anything crazy. You've clearly never been to one of my birthday parties. Alinia's. It wouldn't even take away from your work that much. Just one night. You could use the break too. Fine, but only if everyone is in attendance and we search people before entering. Aye aye, Captain. Nothing but the best for Maiko's birthday bash. Guys, I'm going to cry. Why are you all so nice to me? I love you all so much. It's just a birthday party, silly. We do it for any of our friends. So we're all in agreement. Party tomorrow night? Only on one more condition. No alcohol. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to blow it off then. What? But it's my birthday. Yeah, but like, I don't really give much of a shit about you, no offense. Like, if there's nothing to drink, what's the point? The last thing we need when tensions are rising is everyone getting drunk and making poor decisions. I can see where she's coming from on this. Relax, I'm on the pill. Wait, what? What the? Lyra! That's not what I meant. Well, drinking would be a bad idea, yeah. But if we don't have any alcohol, I don't think everyone's gonna come. Which would also be dangerous. Oh, so no party? Oh, that's okay. I don't need one anyway. Can't miss something I've never had. Even if the presents and the cake and people hanging out with me would be really, really cool. I could help regulate what people are drinking. I don't drink, so I could impose a drink limit on everyone. Oh, that's the solution. I'm sure he won't be the only one not drinking either, so we'll make sure no one gets too out of whack. I just really think this could be good for everyone. Fine. Just be careful. Fuck yeah, finally something good in this shit-ass prison. I'm really getting a birthday party? This is the best day ever! You guys should stop being so kind to me. I'll get way too used to it. Alrighty, I'll begin preparations right away. Don't forget your gifts tomorrow. It is Maiko's birthday. Oh jeez, you guys, you don't have to get me anything. Just having people as nice as you around is enough of a gift for me. Nonsense. It's not a birthday party without presents. Sakiko smiled and walked out of the room, presumably to get started on preparations. Everyone was so swept up by the idea of a party that they had almost immediately forgotten about what had happened to her hostage. I was admittedly concerned about how she was doing, and I wasn't the only one. I'm just going to go check on her. I know she's probably A-okay. I just want to make sure. I'll come with you. I don't want to overwhelm her or make it a big deal or anything, but if you really wanna, I insist. Even if you know they can bounce back, those hostage consequences can hit you pretty hard. Shin. I'm sure she's fine. I just want to make sure. Alright. Come on then. Alright, I trust you. I'll see you later. I smiled as I and Asuga left the room, trying to catch up with Takiko in the hallway. But we both seemed to pause as we saw her, looking at a random wall, talking to herself.
Yep.
No. Don't worry. I'll be completely fine. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices in life. Sachi is strong, just like me. She'll pull through, mark my words. And it's okay to cry over them, but you've got to keep moving no matter what. Life continues to march relentlessly on. All you can do is pick up an instrument and join the parade. And don't you worry. In due time, I'll make them all pay. Wait, what? Just kidding. Jeez, I couldn't do that to anyone here. But you believed me for a moment, didn't you? You guys are the worst. What was that? Taki?
Huh?
Taki? Eh! She flicked around to see us, taking a moment to gain her composure. Oh, it's just you guys. Phew, you scared me there. Who were you talking to? Oh, you heard that. I've been talking to the audience whenever I get some alone time. I figured they'd want to know I was alright after that. The audience? Taki, don't waste your energy on them. They're only tuning in to see you get hurt. Even if they are, there must be a few good apples in the bunch. How else am I meant to keep up my talent? Posting messages on social media every day, little things that would brighten people's days. Knowing I was helping like that was what gave me the resolve to keep going. I know I could do it for the people in this prison, and don't get me wrong, I've been trying to do that, but it's comforting to me to know I'm helping as many people as possible. So even if there's only a handful of people watching in the audience who I make smile, I want to do it for them. I don't really know why you'd bother with that. They don't deserve that. I want to believe they're well-intentioned, and hey, maybe being nice to them can convince them that ultimates aren't all that bad. I know she's not naive. Taki. I know, it's bad. But it's how I get my strength. So when things get tough, when I feel weak, it's all I can think to do. It really makes this whole situation a lot more bearable, you know. Well, if it makes you happier, I'm not gonna stop ya. I just don't want you getting too carried away. Their approval isn't the end-all be-all. I know. Oh, right. Did you two need anything? We were just going to make sure you were okay after... Shh, it's okay. Really, I don't mind. It was bound to happen eventually, and I can hold my own. I just feel guilty if I got anyone else to run after me and make a fuss over me when they're already probably feeling the pressure. So really, I'll handle it. You two just focus on yourself, alright? I realized even if we pushed, Takiko wouldn't take our help. And Asuga probably realized the same, but they were smart enough to find a potential way around it. I know you can handle it. You're not a kid or anything. I was really just wondering if you needed help setting up for Maiko's party. Oh, that would be great, Sugi! I've got a lot of ideas for it, but to make them a reality, another pair of hands would help out. Uh-huh. Together we'll make it a party she'll never forget. I can't believe she's never had one before. Right? We've got to make up for all the ones she's missed. Is there anything I can do to help? Nothing is popping to mind, but I really appreciate the offer. I'm sure if something pops up, we'll let you know. But don't worry, Shinku. You just focus on keeping Maiko away from the preparations. Gotta surprise her somehow. Alright, I'll leave you two to it. Just if you need anything at all, don't be afraid to let me know. Will do. Ooh, maybe after this we could host a murder mystery party and you could write the plot. That would be fun. Haha, maybe. I don't trust these people to stay in character long enough to host a murder mystery party. Still, I figured Asuga would have a better chance at supporting Takiko. The two of them were closer. I hope they bake someone into the cake and everyone eats it. What the fuck? Excuse me? So I settled back into my room. I had some time on my hands. Maybe I could try doing something. More free time, guys. Yippee! There we go. And before I go on, I am going to drink some water. Alright. we go. Alright. Is there anyone down here right now? I don't see anyone. Nope. Alright, well, time to go find someone. Alright. Am I able to go over here? Ezekiel was leaning up against a locker, trying his best to look cool and nonchalant, but it's clear he was looking up for something. Hey Zeke, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Standing. Oh, you think you're so smart, don't ya? For your information, Sam, I'm waiting for Mint. Huh? Where is he? Usually you two are attached by the hip. He's showering right now, so you better not get any funny ideas and try to take a peek. Shit like that isn't cool, Shinku. You gotta respect boundaries. When did anyone ever say that Shinku was doing that? Huh? Why would it be a weird time to shower? This is a fucking diabolical one. I don't even know what to say to this. I kinda wanna say that you're not joining him one, because that would just piss him off. Alright, I'm gonna do it. No, I respect his privacy. Besides, no one needs to shower as much as he does. It's a little crazy. But I guess if you're used to living on a farm and working in dirt and mud and shit, it's probably a habit that's hard to break. How often do you shower? Once every 2 or 3 days, like everyone else. What? What? Something wrong with that? Why the hell would I need to shower more when I've got deodorant and body spray? It would be a waste of time. Alright, Ezekiel. Yeah, no, I don't want to hang out with this mess of a man. Okay, goodbye. Let's see. Can I find anyone? Is there anyone in here? Nope. Okay, goodbye. Time to look for someone. Alright, the library. I think that was Taki, but I'm not gonna talk to Taki right now. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking around and see if there's someone interesting that I can talk to. This is... Oh wait, I think that's Lyra. Let me see. Hey Lyra, what are you doing? Oh, you know, fucking around with exposed wires in this hole in the wall. The usual. Huh? That's your usual? How on earth is that the usual? Wow, I guess I'm not allowed hobbies now. I'm not saying you can't, I just think you should be careful. That could be really dangerous and you don't really know what you're doing. I used to fix up all sorts of broken machines as a kid. I can probably pull off this. What are you trying to pull off anyway? Take a guess. Trying to cause a blackout, maybe? Bingo. But why would you want to do that? If the power gets cut, the cameras get cut. Duh. Oh, yep. No cameras means no stream, which means whoever's behind this would have to scurry in to fix their shit, giving us an opportunity to catch and interrogate them. Huh, that's actually not the worst plan I've heard. Of course, I need to get more people on board, and probably find a better time to do it, but it's worth a shot. I wonder if that guy I saw that night would even have much information to give if he was interrogated. He didn't seem like he was an anti-ultimator at all. Anyway, I'm gonna take a crack at it later. I'm sure I'll figure it out with enough time. Till then, wanna hang? Yes, I love Lyra. She's my queen. In, like, the worst way possible. I guess so. I don't have much else to do. Wow, okay. You could give that a little more enthusiasm. Sorry. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You're just fun to mess with. I couldn't really figure out what Lyra's deal was. I was a bit apprehensive given how close she was to Ezekiel, but she hadn't been as blatantly antagonistic as him. But part of me was worried she was just better at saving face than him. Still, I found myself intrigued on what her insight into our situation would be. Oh my god, did you see Taka earlier? Like, girl, he's got guts, I'll give him that. Do you really have to remind me? That boy's a mess. I don't know what he's thinking. I think he's losing his mind. $10 says he's faking it. Huh? What do you mean? He seems really off. I think being exposed really got to him. Oh, you can't be serious. I know he's stupid, but he's not 5. He knows what he's doing. He's definitely playing up the crazy to garner audience attention. I don't see how any audience attention is going to help him now his judgment has already passed. I think he's just lost it. Girl, we're being streamed for entertainment. The votes are just shit they're using to justify watching murder porn to themselves by making it about morality. Oh my god. The way that was said... Okay, you know what? What our verdicts are don't matter in the end. What matters is if we keep bringing people to the stream. Taka may have been dropped on his head as a child with how he acts, but he definitely knows the industry. What he's doing may seem ridiculous to us, but it's also entertaining as all hell. I gotta give him props. If the audience responds well to this, then I have the feeling the people behind this will pull a few strings to keep their golden boy alive for as long as possible. Oh. I think you're thinking a bit too hard into this. The anti-ultimate movement has been known to get very extreme. I don't think they'll keep an ultimate alive just because they're entertaining. In their eyes, we all deserve to die. God, Hope's Peak must love you. Huh? Oh, did you not hear me over the sound of you bouncing on their dick? Come on, give me a break. I'm just teasing you, come on, don't be a narc about it. I don't really have any place to say anything anyway. I'm the biggest sellout here. She pretty quickly moved on from that. So, what's your plan? For what? To entertain the audience, to keep yourself alive. You can tell me, I won't judge. I haven't really thought about it. Well, if I were to give you advice, you might want to start not as extra as Taka, obs, but I'm pretty sure you could queerbait if you wanted. What? I mean, like, I've seen how you look at Dracul, and audiences go wild for boy-on-boy action. Lyra! This is coming out of left field. But with how you look at him, I think we can pretty firmly take out the bait part, if you get what I'm saying. Shut up. It's not like that. I've been clocked so hard. What? Shinku? But that's not a good idea, especially in a killing game. I wouldn't trust myself with a relationship under normal circumstances. It just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen here. Well, it doesn't have to be a real relationship, just real enough for the audience. Hell, those freaks probably would like a less than stable, rushed, messy relationship. No one can look away from a car crash. But hey, if that's not your cup of tea, you could always make yourself look all mysterious and reserved so people want to figure out what the fuck your deal is. But I don't have much of a deal to uncover. We can fix that. Open a diagnostic manual, pick a condition, and fake it till you make it. It'll probs also give you an excuse. That seems pretty immoral. We're literally in Saw and looking for... Oh, sorry, I had a brain fart. We're literally in Saw and looking for ways to not get dismembered. I'm sure Twatter will forgive you. Still, I don't want to risk it. Lie about your identity, create a fake other persona that you pretend is the real you and slip into it when you crash out. Villainize yourself a bit. Girlies love a hateful gay. Who's girlies? Once again, I don't think I could pull that off. I don't know, man. If you don't want to bend your morals a little bit, I think you're shit out of luck. I mean, you could always just try garnering fans through appearance. People will keep anyone alive if they think they are hot. It's why serial killers get so many love letters in jail. Lyra... She's kind of speaking facts because that is a real thing. It's also ick though, I don't like that. But like, I think if you do that, you're gonna have to play up the disaster twink vibe you've got going. Disaster twink? It's a compliment, babes, trust. It's just a little terrifying that people would be more likely to keep someone alive just because they're attractive. Oh yeah, it's like horrifying. But I'm a 9 out of 10 in my 20s, so at least people's horrific complicity to the halo effect benefits me. Congrats. Oh my god, thanks! You're too kind. Anyway, if you're gonna want to cruise by on your looks, we might have to make some improvements to all of this. I don't really know how to do that. I just sort of wear the same 4 shirts over and over. Mood. Hey, don't you worry. Girl on girl, I can help you out. Trust and believe in me. I've got this. It'll be like that scene in those high school rom-coms where the girl takes off her glasses and suddenly she's hot. Isn't that kind of an outdated trope? Well, like, yeah, but if we do it on a man, doesn't it become progressive? Sure. And hey, if this clean girl cleanup makes Dracul want to stick his dragon in your dungeon, then hit me up. I've got poppers. What the fuck is this? Lyra! She's so out of line for the Dracul comments. What? Oh my god. Shinku, don't be so shocked that I'm an ally. Really, you should stop being so hateful and close-minded. I can't tell if this is just god-awful, cringeworthy, or like actually icon behavior. That wasn't my issue, but okay. Lyra taught me basic skincare and did some subtle makeup on me. It did look nicer, but there was no way I could do it myself every morning. And I didn't really want to deal with her wonderful commentary while getting it done. But despite the ridiculousness of the makeover, I couldn't shake off that Lyra was a lot more insightful than she acted. She really was thinking more widely about this situation, especially with how to appeal to the audience. I really wasn't any closer to figuring out what her deal was. I just pray she doesn't get into a fake relationship for the audience with Ezekiel. I could deal with Lyra alone, but if I had to deal with him and her, then I'd really go insane. Makeover mates. Hey, let's go. The evening passed fairly quickly and uneventfully. I'd had dinner and showered. I was just walking back to my cell when I ran into a certain someone.
Shinku!
Shin, hey, where are you headed?
Drac.
Nice to see you. I'm heading back to my cell. I think I'm gonna have an early night. Really? This is an early night. You've been struggling to sleep or something? I guess you could say that. I had some nightmares that kept me awake last night. Nightmares? Really? Man, I had no idea. Don't worry, Shin. They're not real. They can't hurt ya. And if they could, I'd totally beat them up for you. Well, anyways, I hope tonight is better for you. Maybe try asking Min if he can give you something to help you sleep. I tried that last night and things got weird. Don't tell me Zeke got him to grow weed. No, nothing like that. It seemed to be perfectly normal tea, but... Okay, I need you to promise to bear with me here. I might have just imagined this. Sure. I had the tea, left the room, and then on my way back, I ran into some ginger guy. Shin, come on, that's not cool. I know she's tall, but Iz is definitely a girl. The fact that he thinks that he's talking about Ismini, that's so funny. No, this was definitely a guy, and definitely not Ismini. Huh. He started saying all this stuff about how we're all cogs in the machine. Something about how I need to watch my step. Weird. Not that I'm invalidating your experiences or anything, but are you sure that tea had nothing in it? Pretty sure. It seemed fairly real to me. Weirdest part was I woke up with an ice pack, painkillers, and all sorts after he knocked me out. It's like he felt bad or something. Hold up, he knocked you out? Oh, should I have started with that? Who is this guy? I just want to have a few words. Oh god. I don't know. He just showed up out of nowhere. Wasn't anyone I recognized. Maybe he has something to do with how this place is run. But he seemed to like ultimates, which is strange if this place is run by anti-ultimators. Huh. Maybe he works for the warden? It's pretty strange. Wait, if we're able to catch that guy again, we could probably question him about this place, get a better idea about what's going on. Yeah, but I don't know how we're going to see him again. I only bumped into him by accident. It was pretty late. I don't think they thought anyone would be up. Got it. I'm gonna be on the watch all night. I'll catch this guy if it's the last thing I do. No way. You can't possibly pull an all-nighter for something like this. You underestimate the power of caffeine and raw determination. You know what? Good point. If you're going to do this, at least let me join you. Nope, you already had a rough night yesterday. There's no way I'm letting you stay up tonight as well. Come on, you don't want to do this alone. And you don't want to miss out on your beauty sleep. You were just about to crash for the night. You must be tired. I can get someone else to help, so don't worry about it. Worry about getting some shut-eye. You can't jump into a boss fight without having taken a rest first. Alright. But only if you go with someone else. I don't want anyone taking advantage of you being alone at night. You bet. I'll get together the strongest party around. That mysterious guy won't know what hit him. And I'll knock first thing on your door so you'll know I'm okay, deal? Deal. Just be careful. I don't want you getting hurt. I've gotta be in top form for Mellow's birthday tomorrow. Haha. Now rest well. You could use some sleep. Night, Drac. Good luck on your, quest. Dracul smiled at me and waved me off. I hoped he'd be okay patrolling at night. At least he'd have other people with him. If we could find out who that person was, it could give us some incredibly useful answers. I just had to trust Dracul knew what he was doing. I settled into bed and closed my eyes, waiting to be awoken the next morning by his knocking. Oh, here we go. We're saving again. Be really funny if he just died while looking for the janitor. What? But that knocking never came. It was a little concerning how he hadn't arrived yet. I figured I should go try to find him. I really hope nothing bad happened to him. Oh no. This doesn't bode well, guys. Uh-oh. I'd knocked on his door, but there was no response. I was really starting to get worried. Maybe he was still patrolling. I decided to walk upstairs to the main hallway, determined to find him. But when I did, he took my breath away.
Drac?
Oh my god, what the fuck happened? I felt my heart racing. I immediately approached him.
Oh, no.
This couldn't be happening. This couldn't.
Good morning to you too, Shinku.
Ismin, how could you be so calm?
Shinku, look at him.
I looked down at Dracul, seeing his chest rising and falling. Man probably fell asleep on the job. That's so stupid. Oh, he was just asleep. Sorry, I've been a little paranoid since Ichi... I imagine. He must have been exhausted to pass out like this. He was up all night. He said he was trying to catch someone. Oh, you guys are speaking normally again? We never really stopped. He just became apprehensive of me. We've been friends too long to throw it away over something silly. Something silly? Ismini, you did kill someone. I still don't get how you can be so relaxed about this. I know what the audience said, but still. It's like you don't realize the gravity of what you've done. Even if they judged me corrupt, I'd still believe he deserved it. I know that makes me sound terrible, but it's how I feel. Why? How on earth can you say that about someone's life? Not just the professor's, but that kid, Kota? Ismini sighed and sat down next to Dracul's sleeping body. She looked up at me. Sit down, let's have a chat. I quietly obeyed, sitting down next to her. I suppose I owe it to Dracul and you to tell you the truth. I'm just apprehensive about telling him. Why? He's far too understanding for his own good. I'm sure he wouldn't cut you off or anything. Exactly. He'd probably try to see things from the professor's perspective as well. Attempt to see the wider picture. And as long as he doesn't know the full truth, he can fill in the gaps with the most justifiable possibility he can think of. That way, he won't feel guilty about staying my friend. Interesting. And also kind of sad. That way, he'll stay. I didn't know you actually cared for Dracul that much. You're not the best at showing it. I tried not to care ever since what happened with my friends and that professor. I try to ice people out. Be harsh, be sure no one ever gets in close enough for me to want to keep them around. But no matter what I said, Dracul was insistent that there was something good to me. It didn't matter how many times I threw the stick out of the window. He'd always bring it back to me, tail wagging behind him, excited to see me again. He wore down all my defenses. I never wanted to get close to anyone again. Yeah, I know what that's like. But it really isn't the worst thing in the world to get close to people. It can really help, actually. I know that. It's easy to be lured into having friends, especially after a life of solitude. I spent my whole childhood seeing other people my age as competition, people I needed to succeed academically. I needed to be better than them. There was little to no point getting close. I just wanted to be at the top. But when I got there, university, everything changed. I was surrounded by people just like me, who had never had real connection with anything other than their schoolwork. And naturally, we found each other. Looking back on it now, it was probably the happiest time of my life. Every day felt like a dream. I was surrounded by people who I could just laugh around. The pursuit of academic discovery excited me, but discovering what it meant to have a community, that invigorated me. It kept me going. And it could have continued to be perfect if it wasn't for that scum of a professor. It was really that bad. Worse than you could imagine. We'd all been accepted into his semester together. It was extremely well respected, but very intense. It had a large bearing on our grades. And that professor was awful to us. He'd verbally berate us in everything we enjoyed. Nothing was ever good enough for him. If we disagreed with his views, or if he just didn't like you, he'd dock your grades for no reason. The school board didn't do anything about it due to not wanting to ruin his career. I couldn't stand someone hurting people smaller than them for no reason other than to make themselves feel big. It made me sick. I could handle it, but the others, they were starting to crack. Some dreaded his mandatory seminars, some were being threatened with expulsion due to their low grades, others were considering dropping out. One even. I can't even say it. Ah, damn! It was that serious, and no one did anything about it. No one, not a soul. So can you blame me for taking it into my own hands? My breaking point was what he did to Dakota. Dakota, it got too much for him. He couldn't take it, and he tried to. I still remember when I visited him in the hospital, hooked up to all those machines. It all felt too real. It was then I realized how fractured everyone had become. Our little friend group of isolates had been fractured, split apart. No, he'd torn us apart, limb from limb, like I'm gonna butcher that word. Maynard. He was trying to take everything from us, from me. It's selfish, but I couldn't stand the idea of being alone again. I wanted to keep that happiness, no matter the cost. I wasn't thinking the most rationally, but I thought if I got rid of him, it could all return to normal, that I could keep the new life we'd built. Oh, I don't know what to say. I can follow your train of thought, but why did you involve your friends? They shouldn't have been forced into it. It was your decision. They didn't need to be part of it. It's awful of me. It was pathetic, but I thought maybe it would mean we'd be tied together forever. I know it's bad. Dakota and the rest of them, they were all people, not possessions. I knew I couldn't control what they did or who they decided to be around. That would be wrong of me. I wanted the best for them. I really did. But I thought that shared guilt would be the glue that could bind us together. It would mean we'd never shatter again. That we'd never be alone again. Well, I was wrong about that. If anything, it shattered it more, didn't it? You don't need to remind me. At least you understand it was a poor decision. I don't know how I feel about excusing all this. But I don't think you're a horrible person, Ismini. I think you were just brought to your limit. I just hope you've learned from involving your friends. I felt so much guilt about it afterwards. I shut myself off. I felt I'd ruin anyone I got close to. But ever since my verdict, I've had a bit of a revelation. My actions weren't the reason they left. They just weren't good enough friends to tough it through. They didn't realize how much I'd put on the line for them. That's really not the point I'm trying to make, but I don't think arguing with Ismini is going to change her perspective. I couldn't say I agreed with everything Ismini was saying, but I'd learned by now it was best I stayed quiet. Nothing good came from me voicing my opinion. That's why, from now on, I'm trying my hardest to put down my walls and let myself connect with others again. I used to be scared of being left alone again, losing people I cared about, but now I realize as long as I'm with the right people, they won't leave. And that starts with you, Shinku. How? I know we've only known each other for a short time, but Dracul enjoys your company. And quite frankly, you're one of the more respectable people here. So I want to trust you. I want to be friends. I'm incredibly introverted, and even I know that asking to be friends after dropping the full details of why you murdered someone is a bit of a bombshell. But if I said no, she might stop trying to reach out to others, revert to thinking it's best her walls are constantly up. Besides, if I became her friend, maybe I could help entangle what exactly was going on with her and her old friends, and show her where she did mess up. If I left now, her views would only become more polarized. Although, since Ichi, part of it was also because despite everything, I wanted to be close to someone no matter what. I wanted to fill that void. I wanted to feel like I was doing good in someone's life, to make up for how I ruined yours. Is that selfish? What do you think about that, Shinku? I'd be happy to be your friend, Ismini. She seemed a little surprised. But only if you promise to tell Dracul about all of this as well. Keeping it hidden is just going to put further strain on your friendship. Fine. I suppose he does deserve it. And I hope that even if it's silly to wish, you can find it in your heart to find me worthy of redemption as well. I know deep down how awful what I've done is, and that the audience's opinion does not make it any better, but it's nice to believe that I live in a world that can see what I see. And for restoring my want to trust people, for reaffirming what I did was alright. I want to trust what they say and treat people accordingly. You can hate me for that if you'd like, I won't judge, but I'm not going to stop. I smiled at her. In the end, I really was a hypocrite. But maybe that's just part of being human. Maybe I am selfish. Maybe I was just like Ismini, desperate to keep what they knew together. Except instead of trying to glue everything back together, I just found new parts.
Uh...
Huh? Before I could say anything more to Ismini, Dracul woke up. Where am I? Dracul, you're awake! Huh? Shit is. What are you? You passed out when patrolling last night. We found you asleep here. Goodness, you've got to start taking care of yourself more. I know. I just got a little carried away. I wanted to... Wait, that guy. Shoot! I didn't even get a glimpse of him. Damn. Sorry, Shin. Didn't mean to let you down like this. You didn't at all. We can always look together. We could always look another day. Next time, how about we take shifts so you don't tire yourself out? I still can't believe I passed out like that. What time is it? It's almost time for our breakfast meeting. Don't worry. You've not missed anything. The votes! Shoot, come on. We can't miss those. I don't want to keep Lori waiting. He quickly stood up and brushed himself off, trying to wake himself up. Relax, we're not running late or anything. Let's get some breakfast in us, and then we can worry about the votes. Alright. That sounds like a plan. Dracul started walking to the canteen. He seemed a bit disoriented, but mostly fine. Me and Ismini trailed behind him a bit. It's good that he's okay. He really didn't have me worried for a moment. He seemed to be in better spirits seeing both of us. I was worried since he's been apprehensive about you recently. You know, I do have to thank you, Shinku. Huh? If you're both my friend and Dracul's friend, it means even if he stays apprehensive after I tell him the truth, I'll still be connected to him through your friendship with him. Thanks to you, it doesn't matter how much collateral the truth brings. He'll always be 2 pieces away. Whoa, wait. That's kind of sus, Ismini. Hold on. I don't mean to use you. I just want to protect the people I care about. I'm sure you can understand, Shinku. Oh, I see how it is. Oh my god. No, actually, that's just not good. I do the same for you. Let's get breakfast, shall we? Oh, I'm catching on. This is not good. This is not good. I think what she's getting at is she's gonna use Shinku as leverage to keep Dracul her friend. I think that's pretty much what she's getting at. And that does not feel right to me. That really doesn't feel right to me. That's kind of giving me an ick. Yeah, let's. I wasn't sure how to feel about that. Yeah, same here, oh god, dang. I knew I should be more concerned, but I was just relieved to not be alone. We stepped into the canteen, but a good majority of people were already gathered. Morning! Did you 3 sleep well? Takiko seemed surprisingly chipper despite what happened yesterday. She must have been excited for the birthday party.
Of course.
Could have been better for Dracul, but I slept well.
Hi!
We made a full English eggs, bacon, toast, and...
Fuck that
goddamn British people ruining everything with beans. Oh, come now. It's not that bad. Don't tell me them twisted tea sluts got you hooked on this shit. What do you mean, tea sluts? Hey, come on. I jazzed them up with smoked paprika. I can't talk. Smoked paprika and chili oil. Trust the process. I think that might be a little too much for Zeke. You're lucky you're hostage. Smoked paprika? Hell yeah. Did I die and go to heaven? You guys are the best. Aw, shucks, we're really not all that special.
I need a drink.
Oh wait, where's the bomb broad? Isn't she usually the one to have us all in line?
Girl, what?
Wait, yeah, where the hell is she? Huh, Taka isn't here either. Strange. I mean, it isn't a massive loss if we hold the vote without him. Still, maybe one of us should go check.
Careful now.
There will be no need for that. There you are. Where were you?
Oh, no, no, no!
When I agreed to showers, I didn't think I'd have to get up at 6 a.m. When I agreed to help you, I wasn't aware a brief shower was an hour-long endeavor for you. Is it such a crime to want to be squeaky clean? I apologize. My initial plan was to spend this morning working on more rat poison to deal with the last few rodents still left alive. Unfortunately, that was disrupted by Takahiro needing me to keep returning to the shower room to repeatedly turn on the water. I don't know why you indulged him. You should have just cut him off. I didn't want to deal with him getting snippy. You act like I threw a tantrum. Besides, even if I am corrupt, shouldn't I still be allowed my dignity? That means basic human rights. It doesn't make you privy to spa days. God forbid I have anything nice. You've really learned nothing, haven't you? Taka seemed to quieten down at that. An awkward silence flooded the room until Dr. Alenius cleared her throat. Anyway, I apologize for making you wait. Shall we begin the discussion? Okay, so we ruled out me and Suji's hostages because the fallout from a public figure having something mega bad happen to them could be catastrophic. Who does that leave? Well, out of the people we haven't previously ruled out, that just leaves Ezekiel's hostage. What? I thought you ruled his sorry ass out. I was hesitant to vote him, considering how valuable his job is to society, but if it would be for the best, I'm happy to offer up my hostage. What? Sorry, did I say that too quietly? I said, if we need to, I'm okay with my hostage being picked. Hold on, that's your mom. How could you do that to her? Mint, I think you might want to think this through a bit more. No, I'm quite sure of this decision. Shit, the kid doesn't look like he's like it, but he's cold. First he poisoned her support system, now he's ready to directly torture her. He must really hate her. I really don't think that's the case. I mean, why else would he do it? No, I don't hate her. Before this, I would have done anything in the world for her. And I did. I did my crime for her, to protect her, to protect my sister from him. But now I realize if my actions were so redeemable, I didn't have to take on that responsibility myself. I was just a child. She should have taken on that burden for herself, for us. That's so valid. I hate to say that, but that's so valid. But she didn't. Okay, come on, that doesn't mean she's worthy of getting hurt. If you weren't protecting her from your old man, that doesn't mean now he's recovering, she's in extra danger now. I don't want her to get hurt. Anyone wants their hostage to get hurt. But it'll come eventually, and I don't want to be difficult when the time comes. I don't have the energy to protect her anymore. Part of me wonders if it would be for the best. Perhaps it would alert the wider community. It means she isn't just stuck with my father. I mean, if that's a risk you're willing to take, but I'm sure everything will work out. If you're part of a close-knit community, people are bound to help. I can't really tell you what to do, but you know her best. If you think this is a sensible choice, I'll respect that. Well, I can't say I entirely agree, but if it's what we're all in agreement on... No, wait, Min, you can't be serious about this. Min, come on, you'll regret this later. If anyone here cares about their shit-ass mother, it's you. But why didn't she? You're just getting all confused because of those stupid fucking votes. I don't know why all of you care so much about them. They shouldn't mean anything. I just don't want to think about it anymore. We're not voting for his mom. There's no fucking way. We shouldn't betray his wishes if that's what he wants. I don't care. We're not doing it. I don't think it's the best idea either. We should probably pick someone else. Who's hostage then? We're really running out of viable options here. No matter what, we're not picking my daughter. That's not a discussion. And not my mom either. I'm not okay throwing her away like that. If Ezekiel is so insistent we shouldn't vote Min's hostage, perhaps his own hostage is the best option. The doctor? He is the last one left we hadn't ruled out. Hold on, is Minnie still cool with us picking hers? He might be traumatized, but is he such a bad option? Like, if anything, he's probably been through it all before, so... But Zeke's hostage is a surgeon. He has the funds to support himself if he loses his job. And with staff shortages, he's sure to find work no matter what, so perhaps he is the safest option. Zeke, don't let them do this. Do you have an issue with it, Ezekiel? No, I don't care about that backstabbing bastard. He's nothing to me anymore. Do what you like to him. It's not gonna do shit to me. Oh, God. Really, you think you can get under my skin or something? No way. Well, if you're certain about that, yeah, go ahead. I don't give a shit.
Then I'll do just that.
The cat once again appeared out of nowhere. We'd grown pretty used to it.
Ah, no shock, no surprise. It's incredible how quickly you become conditioned.
So we're all in agreement?
Michael is the next one to get murked.
Murked? What the hell? You sound like you're going to kill him or something. Jesus Christ.
Maybe that would put him out of his misery.
Don't. I said, I don't care. Do what you like.
Very well.
The monitors flicked on once again, displaying Zeke's hostage walking into an empty apartment. I'm home. I'm not sure if there was more horror in Ezekiel or Michael's eyes as he looked up at what was in front of him. No. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. A woman was hanging from the ceiling fan, dead in front of him. What the fuck? It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. The monitor switched off, but Zeke just kept staring at the blank screen in disbelief. Everyone seemed quite stunned at what we'd just seen. I felt sick. I didn't know they'd go that far. And that's my job done. Sorry to leave you hanging like that, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh, shut the fuck up, Mononeko. That's so cruel. See you tomorrow. Mononeko scampered away through the vents, leaving us all standing there. Oh, God. Zeke. Hey, maybe the paramedics can make it in time? It might not be as bad as it looks. Oh no. Takiko flinched as Ezekiel picked up a plate and threw it across the room, smashing it against the wall. The breakfast! We worked so hard on that! Calm down. Zeke, hey now. Fuck off, I'm fine, I don't care. God, you're all pissing me off! I know it can be hard to see a loved one get hurt, but let's try and keep a level head here. You consent. Leave me the fuck alone. Zeke stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind him. Oh my god. That was rough. Yikes. I feel bad, but he said it was okay for us to do. I'm more worried for that lady. Wannabes like him say a lot without thinking about it. I don't really know what he was expecting. He did volunteer. Although, he likely didn't expect it to be quite that severe. I just didn't expect them to kill someone, even if they weren't the hostages themselves. It was still a human life. Makes you wonder how long it'll be until they're willing to kill the hostages themselves. I just wish we went with my mother instead. At least then a life would have not been lost. It was inevitable. Elias's hostage would have been chosen, if not today, then in the next few days. Don't place the blame on them. Don't place the blame on yourself, if I could fucking read. Besides, no one wants to see anyone's parents get hurt. Yeah, absolutely. But as options dwindle, we might not have much of a choice. I just wish there was another way around this. This isn't fair on anyone. I mean, there is a way. I just doubt people have the guts to take it. No one shall be taking it on my watch. It would be simple-minded to resort to murder when the government could be saving us anytime soon. I don't know. It's been a month. Do you still think they're coming? Yeah, that's hard. It doesn't really matter if they do or not. We shouldn't just start killing each other. So we ought to just wait till they've put all of our loved ones through hell? Is that what you're suggesting? One of your lives is worth less to me than Tion's safety. I'll say that much. Oh, that's quite a statement. I'm saying it as it is. But continue to keep her out of discussions and we shouldn't have any issues, should we? I doubt anyone wants to hurt the actual child. For goodness sake, please stop acting like Ezekiel when nothing has even happened yet. You're just causing pointless conflict for yourself. Hey, come on, don't be rude to him. I mean, he didn't have to throw that plate. It was pretty scary. I hope Takiko's okay. I understand he's angry, but he could have hurt someone. You let him get away with far too much, Mint. I don't want him taking advantage of you and hurting you. He's not going to do that. You all just assume the worst of him and assume I'm being manipulated or coerced, but I think he has more than enough reason to be upset right now. It's disrespectful to insist otherwise. He can be upset, but he needs to find a better way to handle it. He should have stormed out or, like, just left it. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be saying anything, I don't know. Sorry, I needed to speak my mind. I'll go check on him. I'll see you all at the party later. Mint left the room. We all sat in silence for a brief moment before someone quickly broke the tension. Oh, right, yes, the party. I completely forgot about my birthday party. Oh my god, goodness, that's exciting, isn't it? I supposed it was easier to distract ourselves from what we'd just seen, shove it to the back of our minds, pretend it didn't happen. I was apprehensive at first, but I admit, I think we need it. You could say that again. There's so much tension here, you'd assume the in-laws were over. I'm just excited to see what kind of presents you guys have gotten me. I've never really gotten gifts from friends before. Wait, were we meant to give her gifts? Not that I'm expecting any. Don't worry, just having friends is a big enough present. I think it'll be good for all of us. Just one evening to switch off our brains and focus on fun.
When things are really tense, rest and relaxation just makes sense.
I can probably get Zeke to loosen up for the party too. Last thing we want is him throwing a fit the whole time. I want him to be able to chill out for one night too. That would probably be for the best. I don't want anything ruining my special day. Although, I'm probably gonna dip and take a cat nap. I'm mega eepy right now, sorry. Oh my gosh, I love that. Eepy. I was so excited for today. I just couldn't sleep. I even tried having an early night, but I kept tossing and turning. I couldn't stop thinking about everything that could happen today. Haha, trust me. I've done that a million times. You're all good. I might join you. My little quest last night means I didn't get the best shut-eye. I need a bit of recovery. Let me help you back to your room. I don't want you two all tired for the party. Aw, thank you, Shinku. That's so considerate of you. Everyone's being so nice to me, and I'm having a birthday party. I'm so happy I could die. I took the two of them back to the common room, and they settled into their rooms. Please, 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 please get into a fight, Zeke. Please, what? Wow, okay. I admittedly took some time to myself in my room, recharging my social battery. I knew the party would drain it. Yep, that's so real. But just spending the day waiting was making it go awfully slow. So after a while, I assumed it would probably be for the best to find something to do to kill some time. Perhaps I could even help out with something for the party. I could always check to see if anyone was in the common room looking for help. Oh, let's do it! I'm gonna save again. Here we go. Oh, I think that's Sugi. Hi, Sugi. Shinku, hey, I was wondering if you could help me with something. Oh, is everything okay, Sugi? Is it something related to the party? Bingo! Me and Takiko were thinking it would be nice to make Maiko a little something. It is her birthday after all. And that would be... Drum roll, please. A cake! What's a birthday without a cake? You're right about that, but I'm really not much of a baker. I can't even make cookies without burning them. Psh, that stuff doesn't matter. We weren't expecting you to do the baking. Me and Taki have got that in the bag. Your job would be more special, but just as vital. Trust! That job being espionage for cake. Dramatic, right? I'm not sure I follow. Well, I was talking to Taki and we realized none of us are really sure what Maiko likes. Aside from, well, anime and pink. So we were wondering if you could get any intel. Couldn't you just ask her? Yeah, but we don't want to make it obvious. Where's the fun in that? It should be a surprise. Taki and I are gonna go distract her, keep her busy for a bit. I was wondering if you'd be able to snoop around her room a little while we're doing it, see if you can gather any clues there. I'm not sure how I feel about looking through someone's stuff. Aw, come on, it's for a good cause. So are you with us or not? I'll have to think about it. Well, report back to me if you gather any intel. We're counting on you, Agent Skinny Legs. Right. What do you mean? Oh, Shinku, not feeling up to snooping through her stuff? I'm considering it still. It just feels a little wrong. Ah, well, I understand if you don't wanna. You know, I've got a little bit until Taki is ready to bake, so if you'd like, we could always just hang out instead. You know what? Sure. That sounds really nice, actually. I'd like that a lot. Great, I've been needing someone to chatter with to make the day go faster anyway. To be honest, I think a lot of us had the wrong opinion of Asuga. When they weren't around Taka, they were actually relatively normal, pretty easy to be around as well. Still, it was rare to catch them on their own, so I was slightly curious what a one-on-one conversation with them would be like. Before I could follow that train of thought any further, I was given my answer. Hey, Shinku. What's up? I was just wondering, have you seen the food around here being restocked at all? Hey, wait, now that you mention it, I don't suppose I have. That's what I've noticed. I was hoping someone else would have seen it. Do you reckon it's gonna get restocked at all? I hope so, but at least the kitchen seems fairly stocked, so we shouldn't have to worry about it for a while. Still, if it's not gonna be restocked, it would probably be wise to start rationing it out, don't you think? I don't want people getting greedy the second they see it's getting a little scarce and hoarding it all to themselves, you know? That's thinking a little ahead, isn't it? Huh, maybe. I just want to make sure things are fair. Nothing wrong with that, right? Suppose not. If we share it out equally, no one can have any issues, can they? First, your talent. Now the food. Is there anything you don't like to share, Asuga? Stop it! I'm just being sensible, you know? I know it's probably a little silly to you, but I think it's best to share stuff out. Even in silly situations, not sharing can get dangerous. What do you mean? Well, you know, if one person thinks someone else has it better than them, they get all bitter towards that person. They start resenting that person for having stuff they don't. It causes all sorts of conflict that they don't speak up about until it's past the point of no return. She seems to be speaking from experience. If you can keep everyone on a level playing field, why wouldn't you? Huh. I guess that makes sense. Just seems sort of hard to control. Nah, it's perfectly doable. We did it in my circus with no issues. Although, I think trying to get someone like Fu on board would be a nightmare. He'd probably try trading other people's rations and gain a monopoly on it all himself. Still, it's worth a try. If he tries anything, we can knock it down, I'm sure. Hopefully the food is gonna get restocked, but if it isn't, we should be prepared. So, wanna help me count how much we've got left? Sure, shouldn't be too hard, should it? I helped Asuga count out exactly how much food we had left. We had quite a bit, luckily. I'd hope they wouldn't let us starve, but I wouldn't put it past our captors. Still, at least if it wasn't going to get restocked, Asuga had a plan. Rational rationers, I like that. Eventually, the evening snuck up on me. It was time for Maiko's birthday party. I got myself ready and I left my room. I was slightly apprehensive about the party, but it would be nice to let my hair down for a bit. I entered the canteen. The room had started to fill me with dread. I guess it was just so heavily associated with the votes for me now. It was nice to being... What? I can't read. So it was nice to be using it for something else. It seemed everyone was already here, minus Zeke and Lyra. Before I had time to digest what was happening, a very excited girl rushed up to me.
Awesome sauce!
Shinku, I'm so glad you could make it! I mean, you kind of had to make it since we were only running this with the condition everyone came. But it's so nice to see you! No worries. Are we just missing Zeke and Lyra now? Well, they did show up earlier, but snuck out a few minutes ago. I'm sure they'll be back soon, though. It would be pretty rude of them to ditch your birthday party. Wait, you think they ditched me? Did I do something wrong? If they ditched, it's them who's the problem, not you. You don't have to try to please everyone. I guess so. I just get really anxious at the idea of people hating me. I'm sure no one does. Look around. They made this whole party for you. I know, right? It's so exciting! I hope you have a really super duper awesome sauce time! I love that line, awesome sauce. I'm sure I will. I won't keep you too long. You probably want to talk to your friends or try some of the food or get a drink or something. But I'll catch up with you later. That's a promise. Oh, and one more thing, Maiko. Yes? Happy birthday. I hope it's a good one. Maiko's eyes beamed with happiness as she looked up at me, devolving into a fit of giggles as I walked away. Well, it's not much of a party if I sit in the corner by myself. I don't want to seem like a loser. I should try talking to people. Oh, that's cool. We can go talking to people. Yippee. All right.
It's Taka time, baby!
Doctor! Yes, Takahiro. Can I please, pretty please, get one more drink? No, you've already had one. But the drink limit is 3 for everyone else. This is discrimination. I'm thirsty. You can always get some water if you're that dehydrated. Not even something fizzy? I don't want to deal with you having a sugar rush. What? That's ridiculous. You're acting like I'm a child. If you don't want to be treated like a child, stop acting like one. Taka was about to retort, but he was cut off when Dr. Elenius noticed me. Kutsuki. Being sensible, I presume.
Dr. Elenius.
Yes, don't worry about me. Good. I hope even with the restrictions in the place you can have a nice time. You too. Maybe you should try talking to some of the others. You look sort of lonely in the corner here. I made the mistake of letting Takahiro having a drink. I don't want to keep him out of my sight like this. If If you really want to talk to others, you can. I'll be fine on my own. And in fact, how about you and Shinku chit-chat for a while? I think you two would get along great. I'll be back in just a minute. I just want to have a small, itty-bitty, tiny little chat with Sugi, okay? Bye. Have fun. Absolutely not. Allura grabbed Taka by the back of his collar and pulled him back when he started walking away. You hate me, like everyone else. I'm not letting you talk to them while you're like this. This is for your own sake. This is for your own sake. I'm so smart. I have a PhD. I'm a doctor. I'm such a nerd. Blah, blah, blah. And you wonder why I'm treating you like a child. I hope you have a more pleasant evening than me, Kutsuki. Yeah, good luck with all this. I think I'll need more than that. I think I'll leave the two of them be for now. Good call. Alright, hey. She seems too preoccupied with trying to get Asuga off the table to chat right now. Okay. Alright, well, I'll come chat with you guys. I approached Ismini and Dracul. They seem to be engaged in a heated, somewhat playful discussion. I don't know what to tell you. It all kind of tastes the same to me.
Well, now.
It has subtle notes of pomegranate and mint leaves. You're just not holding it in your mouth long enough to taste the layers. Why would I want to taste it more when it tastes bad, though? Dracul, this wine has been aged for over 150 years. It was made by artisans, masters of their craft at the time, and aged in catacombs. You are quite literally tasting history with every sip. What on earth could be possibly better than this? Orange soda? Ew, no. I'm not agreeing with that one, Chief. Ismini looked like she was being tested, but seemed to perk up when she noticed me. Ah, Shinku, finally someone with taste. Hypothetically, if you were given an option of drinking a highly exclusive vintage wine that has lived through a myriad of historical events and some orange crush, what would you pick? I'd feel kind of bad drinking the wine. Sounds expensive. That's like drinking your whole paycheck in one setting. Oh, you are so funny. If only it cost only one paycheck. Goodness, you're quite a riot. It's even more expensive? Definitely the orange crush then. Hell yeah, see? Shinku agrees. Nothing beats an old childhood classic. Me and my sisters lived off that stuff. Your parents actually gave you that garbage? Goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry your parents never let you experience the joy of orange crush. Did they hate you or something? Next you'll tell me you never had a Baja Blast. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Oh my god. Your poor soul. We've got to solve this as soon as we're out of here. I've never had a Baja Blast either. What? Okay. As soon as we're out of here, I'm getting both of you an extra large cup of Baja Blast. Oh, I can wait. I can't wait. Haha, sure. To be honest, I just like the idea of staying friends once we were out of here. I didn't mind what we were doing. Oh, Mint's over here. I almost didn't notice you there, buddy. This looks a bit nicer, but what meat is this exactly? Oh, actually, do I just walk around? Can I walk around? Oh, they're over here. Hey, guys. It was strange to see these two talking together, but I guess they were both the oldest, so maybe they had something in common. Hi, Foo.
What are you getting at?
What's up? I just wanted to thank you for coming to my birthday. It means a lot to me. Oh, right, it's your birthday. Where have you been, Foo? Are you only thinking about the alcohol, my guy? No. Anytime, kid. Kid? No, I'm so old now. I'm basically retired. I'm 28. I don't want to be 30. That's so scary. And it's not all that bad. You'll live. I can't help but feel so dusty, though. I'm 28 and I haven't even had my first kiss yet. Oh, God. Okay, then. What? No boyfriend? No. Not a single one, unless you count Darkness on Zeopets when I was 12. I miss him so much. Why does that sound so familiar? Zeopets? But turns out he was telling any girl he ran into, you are a cutie. That two-timer. Girlfriend? None of those either. Damn. Well, life's easier without love anyway. You're better off single, that's my advice. Huh? That's so sad. What's the point of living life if you don't want to love? You've managed for 28 years, haven't you? That's because I love my friends a whole lot. Or, well, friend. I give all my love and support to her instead. Huh. Anyway, I was wondering, since it's my birthday and you took time out of your day to come, if maybe you brought a present for me. Oh my god, that's so cute. Not that you had to. I don't expect anything, it's just my special day. Although I guess it gets less special the more old you get, and... Doll, I figured my presence alone would be enough of a gift. Is it not? Oh, no. It absolutely is. You're so right, Fu. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for even just coming. You're the best ever. We should totally share some sparkling cider our Ramoon later. Oh, on only. If you'd want to, of course. He's so confused. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm not going to be the one to burst Maiko's bubble here. Oh my god, I feel bad for her. Maiko, you might want to give that up. I approached Mint at the bar. If anyone knew about where Zeke and Lyra had gone, it was him.
Mint.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Wonderful.
Are you here for your first drink? Huh? I was put in charge of drinks. It's a 3-drink limit per person. I've got a list and everything. 3 drinks? Aye, not my orders. It was what Dr. Olivia suggested. Sorry if that's too few for you, but I think it's plenty. It's more than enough. I'm surprised she let us have that many. Well, I'll have my first then. What would you like? Do you have any cider? Here you are. Oh, thanks. I can't deal with beer or wine. Just take it easy, alright? I doubt I'm going to get drunk on cider. You'd be surprised. Oh, right. I wanted to ask, do you know where Lyra and Zeke went? He looked away and shuffled nervously. No. Mint? But I promised I wouldn't tell anyone. I said I'd cover for them. I won't tell anyone, it's fine. I just want to know they're safe. Well, they're in the storage for... They're in the medicine storage for 7 minutes in heaven. What the fuck? Which, alright. I hope they make the most of their 7 minutes, because if they continue like this, it's certainly the closest they're ever going to get to heaven. I don't know what... Is that a lie? Did they make that up to hide what they're really doing? Or is that actually what they're doing? And Lyra... You know, never mind. Oh my god, Mint, okay. Sorry, that was quite harsh, I'm sorry. What? This is a new revelation. Oh, okay, that was a lie. They just told me to tell everyone they were making out, but I don't want to lie, and they've really put you in a bind, haven't they? Oh, I don't mind. I'm happy to help a friend. I get all antsy when I'm not helping anyone. But for the record, they're not, actually making out or anything like that. Well, I won't push it any further. They're adults. They can take care of themselves. And I don't want to make you betray their trust or anything. Thank you. I just hope they'll be okay. But I shan't bother you anymore. I hope you have a nice party, Shinku. Let me know if you'd like anything else to drink. Will do. Take care, Mint. Alright, is there anyone else that I have not spoken to yet? Now can I try to go back and talk to those two? Or, like, Sugi? I approached Takiko and Asuga. They seemed to have settled down and were just talking. Although Asuga appeared to be a little flushed. Aw, come on, Taki. It would liven things up a bit. I just want Maiko to have a good time.
Sugi!
I get that, but also, I, personally, would like you to not break any of your bones. Psh, it's my talent, Taki. I could do it blindfolded and with my eyes closed. Don't you worry about me. What would be the point in closing your eyes if you were already blindfolded? Oh yeah, you're so right, huh? Hey, is everything okay with you guys? Oh, Shinku, watch this. Asuga started climbing onto the table in front of them, but was pulled down by Takiko. Oh, no you don't. Come on, I promised I could do it safely, trust me. Sugi, are you doing okay? You seem a bit off. Better than ever, never been been more in top form. I just want to give Mai a show she'll never forget on her special day. She deserves to have the best birthday ever. Sugi hasn't really drunk before. That's what I was thinking in my mind. I'm like, she's probably drunk, and that's why Takiko's like, no, don't do this, don't do this. She didn't really realize it takes a little bit for the alcohol to kick in, and then Taka tried to talk to them at the bar, and so she ended up having all 3 of her drinks at once. What? Oh, come on. I see. So they're a little bit... I'm not drunk. I know if I was drunk. Could a drunk person do this? Asuka tried climbing up onto the table to do some kind of acrobatic trick, but was promptly stopped once again by Takiko. Stop! Let me do it! I don't want you hurting yourself. Come on! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? Are you okay? Nah, it's just... It's strange to have friends who care about me not hurting myself, who make sure I don't do anything stupid. Not a bad strange, just gonna take me a bit to get used to. I'm sure you'll get used to it soon. Just try not to give Takiko too much trouble. I won't! Don't you worry, Shinku. I wouldn't do anything to Taki. She's honestly like the sweetest person here. I'd be a fool to walk all over her like some people do. Oh, come on, people aren't like that to me. Taki, you need to start standing up for yourself. The more time you waste not taking care of yourself and focusing on others, the less time you'll spend appreciating yourself. I wasted far too much of my time on people who didn't care, and I'm never gonna do it again. And mark my words, I'm gonna make sure none of my friends ever waste their time like I did. That's a promise. Whatever you say. How about we get you some water? Well, you two have fun. I decided to leave the 2 of them to it. I'm sure Takiko could handle it. A decent amount of time had passed. I was just about to go to talk to someone else when 2 people entered the room.
Dude.
Alright, easy there, dude. Pfft, relax, I'm not, like, gone or anything. I could take any of those bitches easy. What? Okay, let's maybe not start any fights.
I would advise you didn't.
Elias, Chatel, nice of you to join us.
That's enough out of you.
Did you enjoy your little rendezvous? What's it to you? Where's Mint? I want a drink. You want one as well, Lai? Nah, I'm good. I've had my 3. Huh? Really? You seem pretty sober to me. Hey, what were you 2 doing in there? That's for me to know and you to fantasize about, David. Oh, shameless.
Hey!
Oh, my
not
birthday!
cool.
Okay, that's fine, This is so awkward. Oh my god, we didn't do anything like that. Zeke, bud, we're gonna get you some water. I think that's
Zeke.
probably for the best. Is he okay? He's fine, just had a bit too much. Come on, sport, this way. There we go. Bitch, I'll be fine, I've got this. Bitch, you're not walking straight. Who said I'm not straight? What? Oh my god. To be fair, he could be a lot worse. Just give him a minute. Don't worry, I'll check on him in a second. Lyra, what exactly is that all about? Well, first off, happy birthday, Maiko! This is for you. Lyra handed Maiko a small Polaroid camera decorated with pink stickers. Immediately, all apprehension left her face. Really? This is for me? Oh my gosh! You're the best, Lyra! Yeah, I know, right? No need to mention it. But seriously, anytime. I don't want anyone feeling all forgotten on their birthday. That would be pretty shitty. And secondly, Zeke's now in a good mood. Woo. I guess it's better than him throwing things? Stop acting like I'm fucking gone. I'm just in a good mood. Is that such a crime? Exactly. Now, what are we waiting for? Let's get this party started. Everyone seemed to return to normal. Lyra moving over to the bar to check on Zeke and Mint. She settled there as Zeke was ushered off by Dr. Elenius. I was very apprehensive about Ezekiel's current state, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to keep partying. Maiko still seemed in good spirits, and that's what was important. Alright, am I just going around and talking to everyone again? Is that what's going on here? I think he's busy talking to Dr. Elenius. Okay. Hello. They seem busy talking to the birthday girl. Maybe I should talk to her instead. Are we talking about... Ismini seemed preoccupied to Mint and Lyra. I was just glad to see her making other friends. I figured I should give her space. Wait, then who am I talking to? I can't exactly get over to Lyra if that's what they're suggesting, but... Oh. I think they want space right now. Okay. I found Fu sitting alone in the back of the kitchen. I couldn't help but feel slightly concerned. He looked a little out of it. Hey, are you feeling okay? Huh. Yeah, I'm okay, kid. You run along now. Alright, I just wanted to make sure you were okay alone. More than okay. It's frustrating having to pretend like you lot... I feel like I'm suffocating. No offense, kid. It's hard to not take offense, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It must be hard being here with no one else close to your age. Hey, I got a question for you. When the votes for our hostages started, Scrunchy said the consequence videos were probably pre-recorded. Do you think that's right? I mean, I really don't want to believe it, but with how quickly they bring them out, it's not a non-possibility. Oh no! No! Oh god, he looks mortified. Damn. Fu? I'm alright, kid. That's all I wanted to ask. Enjoy your party. Might be the last one you'll get. You too. I couldn't help but feel apprehensive about leaving him, but I doubted anything good would arise from me staying. Where am I supposed to go now, guys? I can't even get over there, so I don't think I'm talking to, like, Mint or anything. Okay, I approached Dr. Elenius. She was sitting with Zeke, trying to assess just how intoxicated he was. Admittedly, he already looked to be doing better than earlier, but he had a drink in his hand. Elias, I'm not here to judge you. I just want to know how much you've had.
Fuck off.
Not enough, clearly. I'm still standing after all. This is such a lame fucking party. My after parties were way cooler than this. But we have to stick to 3 drinks and keep it PG so Pinky doesn't get upset. You could show Yuzuki a little more respect. It is her birthday. Yeah, right. Whatever you say. All I'm saying is this party sucks. I can't even talk to Mint or Lie because they're too busy talking to the ultimate classist over there.
Zeke.
I think you'll find it's classicist. It's the study of ancient Greece and Rome. And I thought this party couldn't get even more fun. Hello to you too. Hey, Doc, you know what would spice up this party? What? Meth? No. Oh my god. Hey, I'm not making meth. Pussy, what's the worst that could happen? Your license gets revoked? Yes, that is exactly what could happen. First Taka, now him. You're not really getting a break over here, are you? Well, there's nothing to be done about it. I'll leave these two alone. It doesn't seem like me being around is going to make this any easier on Dr. Elenius, considering Ezekiel's opinion on me. Alright. Maybe I can try talking to Ismini again? Okay, maybe not. Maiko, you want to talk? I approached the birthday girl. She was using her new Polaroid camera to take all sorts of pictures with Takiko and Dracul. This is awesome! We should totally do one of these where one of us runs really far away so it looks like the other person is holding them. Stop it! That's so touristy. Aw, but those photos are so cute! It's a shame those old school cameras don't have filters. I don't really like seeing myself in pictures without them. Huh? Why not? Oh, I just think filters make me look a lot nicer. Although, honestly, I don't really take a whole lot of pictures. They always make me feel a little self-conscious. Psh, stop it. That's ridiculous. You look really pretty, Mello. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You really think so? Of course. You agree too, right? Yeah, honestly, I really don't think you have to worry about how you look. Yeah, real beauty is what's inside. And you're so kind. Funny too. You guys, I'm gonna cry. No, Maiko, you can't. It's your birthday. Pull it together. Hey, it's okay. You can if you'd like. Yeah, we're not going to judge. Okay, I've got it. I want to be able to remember this forever. Everyone, get close. Maiko pulled us all close to her and pulled the camera far away, taking a picture of all of us. There we go. This is the best birthday ever. Thank you guys so much, really. Anytime. Yeah, I'm glad it made you so happy. I wasn't sure how successful a party in a situation like this was going to be. Oh, geez. Let's take more pictures. I don't want to miss a single moment tonight. Easy there. You're going to be so focused on taking pictures, you'll forget to have fun tonight. Oh, right. Oops. They all seemed to be in a fairly happy mood, which was good. Am I supposed to come over here now and figure out what's going on with you guys? As I saw Asuka and Taka standing together, my heart dropped. I realized that without Dr. Valenius watching over Taka, he had immediately taken the opportunity to approach Asuka. I knew this couldn't end well.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
You think? You're already doing it. Please, I know I messed up. I don't care if the rest of them hate me. I just don't want you to ignore me, Sugi.
Oi, stop that!
Don't call me that. And don't act like it was a small little mistake. Do you even realize just how many people you hurt? How could I ever be friends with someone like you? It goes against everything I stand for. Just listen to me, Sugi. Asuga. You play around, you have your fun, and you don't care if people get hurt. You can do that with your billionaire friends and see people's lives as expendable, but I don't do that. I care. But I don't have any friends other than you. You're all I have. Maybe there's a reason for that. Oh, yikes. Please don't give up on me. If you give up on me, then what reason do I have? I knew I should step in. This could quickly devolve into something bad. I had to give Asuga an out.
Sugi.
Hey, Asuga. I think Takiko and Maiko wanted to chat to you. Oh, I'll be right there. Please. Taka, it is my friend's birthday. I'm not blowing her off for someone like you. Asuga walked away, leaving Taka on his own. He didn't even seem to register that I was there. I slowly approached him. Hey, let's get you back to Dr. Valenius. I think it's best I go. Taka, come on. I don't want to steal the spotlight tonight. Taka gave me a smile and slowly left the party. Oh, he's just gonna leave. It put me off how no one seemed to notice he was gone aside from me. At least that's what I thought at the time. I realized before I knew it that I'd finished my cider. I fancied another drink, so I made my way to the bar. Mint was there, of course, but Ismini and Lyra had also been perched at the bar. They'd been making chit-chat for a while. Shinku, would you like another cider? That would be great, thanks. As I was waiting for Mint to get my drink, I heard laughter from beside me. Seriously? You're dead serious, it wasn't just an excuse to drink? Perhaps it was a little bit of an excuse to drink. But no. When I was younger, I genuinely thought by getting drunk I was letting Dionysus use my body as his vessel. It sounds silly, but it really was quite liberating, especially compared to my everyday life. Oh my god, I think I might be obsessed with you. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I noticed Zeke staring at us from across the room. It seemed they'd caught his attention. Dude, why haven't we hung out more? You're pretty cool for someone I figured would be a stuck-up hottie out-of-touch bitch. What? Charming, really. You have such a way with words. I mean, like, that's sick as shit. I want to pick your brain, babes. How do you even think of that stuff? Come now. It was just what they thought back in the day. It's not something I came up with. I don't care. Tell me more. I love this kind of shit. Very well. But first, Mint, may I have another drink? Of course, but it will be your last. Wine again? That's fine by me. All right. Please give me a moment. Shinku? Mint slid the cider to me and quickly got Ismini a glass of wine, handing it over to her. Here you are. You're such a darling, thank you. It's really nothing special. I'm doing it for everyone. Still, pretty nice of you to stay sober for the rest, so the rest of us can get loose. Let loose, I mean. Awfully respectful, honestly. I struggle to deal with most social gatherings without some sort of drink. Oh my god, girl, same. I really don't mind at all. I'm not really much of a drinker. You know, Mint, you really do deserve the verdict they gave you. You've got a good soul. Thank you. I just wish you didn't spend so much time with Ezekiel, honestly. He's skewing everyone's perceptions of you. Actually, you deserve better company, Mint. You shouldn't have to deal with his nonsense. Oh, come on. He's not that bad. He just has, like, a few issues. But don't we all? Yeah, Lyra has a point. I just don't want either of you getting hurt because of that fool. As Ismini said that, a sharp voice bellowed from the other side of the room.
The fuck did you just say about me?
Yup. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's go. No, I can deal with him. Don't you worry. Ezekiel marched over to the bar, a pissed expression on his face.
If you've got something to say, you can say it to my face.
Oh my god, here we go, guys.
I apologize. I don't particularly want to dignify you with a proper conversation. You're not exactly the most pleasant to be around.
That's a whole lot of words to say you're a judgmental bitch who can't take a few hard truths.
You're really just proving my point, my dear.
I don't care what the hell your prissy ass thinks about me. I just don't want you telling my friends what to feel about me.
Zeke, come on. Neither me or Mint are gonna ditch you just cause...
The principle of it. It don't sit right with me. I'm not gonna take this shit.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna escalate if it doesn't get stopped, peeps.
All she's done for the past month is try to convince me that he's better than me and that I'm some big shithead who's gonna hurt him in the long run. She don't respect me or his ability to think for himself one bit. And now she's trying to take you too. Convince you that I'm dangerous or some bullshit.
I think he's kind of scared. I think that's what it can chalk it up as.
I think they're capable of forming their own opinions of you. Although, I don't believe you're doing much for your case right now.
Shut the hell up before I make you.
Christ. Apologies, Mint. Thank you for the wine, but me and Lyra are going to look...
Hell no, you ain't going anywhere.
Oh my god.
You don't get to just take everything from me, shit talk me, and then act like I'm the unreasonable one. God damn it. Why are you so dead set on making me out to be the fucking devil? The hell have I done to you? Why do you hate me having anything?
Ezekiel, you are drunk. I'm not having this discussion with you now.
Yeah, I don't think it's good to have this conversation with him in this very obvious state.
Oh, you think you're so much better than me, don't you?
Is the answer to that not obvious?
Well, fuck you! I defy you and your stupid bullshit made-up standards. I'm a way better goddamn friend than your sorry ass will ever be.
Zeke, honey, let's sit down. We'll get you some water and...
Don't coddle him. He's a grown man.
Let her speak, dipshit.
But you have to qualm him somehow. This isn't really babying him. Because he's just gonna keep going and going and going. Like, someone needs to mediate this shit.
You're pissing me the hell off, princess. Acting all buddy-buddy like this. Man, you know, if any of these folks got voted corrupt by that stupid audience, you'd be the first one to stab the knife in their back and give those psychos exactly what they want.
Yikes. I feel like that's the truth.
It would be for the best if you stopped talking.
The fuck are you gonna do if I don't? Huh? Kill me? And get one of your boy toys to hide the evidence again?
Oh my god. you! After hearing that, Ismini threw her drink over Zeke, leaving his clothes soaked in wine. I thought that was gonna happen. Oh my god.
Zeke! Is! Oh my god!
Everyone had been watching their argument, but that was what made us all approach them. They should have been stopped before that. The hell? When he started getting up in her face, that's when it should have been getting stopped. The hell? Zeke stood there stunned for a moment, looking down at his stained clothes before looking up at Ismini and letting out a low chuckle. So
now you have the guts to do it yourself, huh?
Oh. Ismini fell completely silent for a moment, just staring at Zeke before turning around and walking out of the room.
What a diva.
Jesus Christ. Is everything okay here? That was pretty severe. Huh? I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just going to check Ismini is okay. I don't want her doing anything, that she'd regret. I'll see you all soon. I promise I'll be back to help. Happy birthday, Mai. Takiko bowed her head in apology and quickly scampered out after Ismini to attempt damage control. Zeke, hey. Oh, fuck this stupid-ass party for this stupid-ass girl who's happy to go all shock-happy and kill us all.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Alora let out a disappointed sigh, looking at Zeke covered in wine. Someone should get him cleaned up and to bed. He's had too much to drink. If Taki has is covered, I can take him to the shower room.
Drac.
I'll help as well. It'll be easier to take him there with both of us helping. No, the hell you're not. I'm not dealing with you two tonight. I'll help. I can carry him on my own. God damn it, Michael. I don't need your help anymore. Whoa, wait.
Wait.
It's probably best to travel in groups this late, so maybe all four of you could go. That would be for the best. I'll get some fresh clothes for him. Give me a mo. Lyra quickly left the room to sort that out. She seemed surprised at everything that had happened. I can help clean up here. Don't you worry about that. Thank you. Will you three be alright taking him to the showers? I reckon we'll be fine. Don't worry about us. Mint helped support Zeke as we started walking out of the canteen. I heard a small voice as we left. Thank you for coming. Oh, poor Maiko. Her party got ruined. I felt bad for her. I am definitely a bisexual. Okay. Thanks for that, random commenter. Mint seemed more than capable of carrying Ezekiel on his own. It was almost impressive how strong he was. But me and Dracul occasionally helped with supporting Ezekiel in his drunken stupor. Eventually, we made our way over to the shower block.
For goodness sake.
Alright, easy there. Let's get your clothes off.
Shit.
I can't believe that stupid bitch got wine on my favorite shirt. Ugh.
Zeke.
We could always wash it. It's not like it's ruined forever. Meh. Shut the hell up. You just want to see me take it off, don't you? No, I really don't. Come on, Zeke. We're just trying to help here. Fine, but only Mint is coming into the actual shower area with me. I don't trust either of you with me. I know what you are. I don't want either of you sneaking a peek. You gotta pay premium for that. This is not the time for us to even be worrying about that. Oh my god. Okay. I didn't really follow the logic here. I was fairly certain Mint was also inclined towards men, but it was Ezekiel, so I doubted there was much logic there at all. For goodness sake. Whatever you say, Zeke. Mint started removing a few of his own layers as he helped Ezekiel take off his clothes, putting them to the side as he did. Considering how drunk Ezekiel was, it seemed like a bit of a challenge to keep him together. Mint, why are all the hot girls taken or... I don't know. I got nothing. Zeke, come on now. Stay still. You really need to stop starting fights. It's not fair. Where are all the cool single girls who, like, do fun shit with me and work out and cook shitty little meals and watch stupid movies? Like, you know, us boys do. If only, like, you were a girl, Mint, then you'd be, like, the love of my life. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, okay, whatever you say. Oh my god, that made him so uncomfortable. Wait, is that gay? Yes, Ezekiel. Yes. Let's just get you in the shower, Zeke. That's not gay, right? Like, it's only if you were a girl, and even if you weren't, you're like the most feminine guy here, so like, if you think about it, he's having a crisis. This poor guy's having a crisis. I feel bad for him. Ezekiel kept on rambling nonsense as Mint helped him into the shower to wash off the wine. He's really something, isn't he? You could say that again. Mint had seemed to have struggled to get Ezekiel into the shower, so his and Ezekiel's clothes were rather haphazardly thrown in the corner. I really hope he turns it down soon. I can't say I agree with everything Iz is doing either, but starting fights isn't gonna help anyone. Dracul approached the clothes in the corner and started folding them up. It always surprised me how responsible he could be, contrary to how he acted. You know, I can tell you have a bunch of sisters when you do stuff like this. Like what? Folding up clothes, tidying up? You can tell you've had to play parent a lot. Force of habit. Sorry if it's weird. No, I think it's a good skill to have. It's respectable. Well, it's not really gonna help me much later down the line, unless I become a house spouse or something. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty nice way to settle down when I lose my title, although I'd probably get bored. I wouldn't mind it as long as I had someone to look after and make me happy. I'd be happy. I love my family to bits, man. Couldn't live without some kind of family at this point. Well, I hope when we're out of here you get a chance to make a family that's all your own on top of what you have now. That sounds like a dream. You know, it did end sort of poorly, but I did enjoy tonight. I never really got to go to many parties back in high school, so it was a nice change of pace. You know, same. I had a blast, actually. I tended to ignore parties because I've never been big on loud blasting music and alcohol. Always figured staying in and playing a good campaign would beat it any day. But with the right company, it's really not all that bad. We should do it again. But, maybe restrict Z's alcohol intake. Yeah, there's no way he only had 3 drinks. I wonder what exactly he was doing in the message storage with... Knock, knock, knock. Ding dong, delivery. Oh, Lyra. Speak of the devil. I'll get it. I walked over to the door, opening it with a little... opening it a bit. I was certain Lyra didn't exactly want to enter a shower room filled with men. So I stepped out to greet her instead.
Shinku.
Hey, I got him some extra threads. She handed me a small pile of pajamas. Thanks, I think I have thrown a fit if I tried to get those from his cell. Don't mention it. I'm just trying to make up for helping, cause this mess... I didn't expect him to get this fucked up. Is he doing okay? He'll be fine. He's got Mint. And Mint will be fine. He's got me and Dracul, you know, for backup. Oh my god, you're such a dork. Hey, what did you do with Zeke anyway? Chill out, Nancy Drew. It was nothing illegal. Don't sweat it. I don't like getting people I find cool too fucked up. It makes me feel shitty. He's just like a major lightweight, I guess. Go figure. He talks a lot of shit, but he's actually sort of weak. Huh. I didn't know you actually liked him. I thought you just liked making fun of him, honestly. What can I say? It's nice to find a kindred spirit. What are you, jealous? No way. Ouch. Bitch, you could have hesitated for like a second or two there. That was cold, dude. Sorry. Nah, I get it. You're good. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Have fun. Have a good night, Lyra. Oh, and Shingu? Yeah? Don't worry about the listening in. It's in the past. If anything, I kinda respect it. Who knows? Maybe I've got more than one kindred spirit here. Lyra winked before walking off. I wasn't quite sure what she meant by that, but it was good she wasn't holding a grudge. With the pajamas in hand, I walked back into the shower room.
Shinku!
She got him a change of clothes?
Of course.
Mint, Lyra brought Z his pajamas. Mint called back from the shower room.
Oh my!
Thank you. Just leave them on the stool. I'll grab them in a moment. Mint, just 5 more minutes in the shower. It's hot and nice. You said that 5 minutes ago. Just a bit longer. Everything okay in there? Aye. He's sobered up a little, don't you worry. We'll be okay from here, so if you'd like, you can go back to helping the others. Only if you're sure. I don't want to leave you on your own here. I don't want to get changed in front of you two. It's probably best we leave. I think us being around will just make this more difficult for Mint. Damn straight. Mint is the only cool one here. Alright, alright. Good luck, Mint. Stay safe, okay? I think I'll be fine. Don't splash me, for goodness sake. I'm just watering the Mint. What's the problem? Oh my god, this is so weird. I think he's going to need that luck. The two of us left Mint and Zeke in the showers together. I was certain they'd be fine. We were going to head back to the party room to help clean up, but on our way we bumped into someone.
Oh.
Shinku! Sorry, I didn't see where I was headed. It was the birthday girl herself. Mello! Just who we were going to see. Need any help clearing up the party? No. Don't worry about that silly little thing. Me, Lori, and Sugi cleaned it up earlier. It was clear a lot of her earlier excitement was gone.
Maiko.
Hey, I'm really sorry your birthday turned out like this. Oh, it's okay, really. Just the fact people tried to make it special for me is enough. It's completely okay that it didn't turn out how I expected. I still had a bit of fun. We'll do something to make up for it later, we promise. Hey, I'm sure Shinku would be more than happy to binge Melody Pretty at some point. It's about time you learned some culture. Cut me some slack. I was never big on magical girl shows. Really? You'd do that for me? I'd really like that, actually. Thank you for coming, even if it didn't turn out the best. I hope you still enjoyed a bit of my stupid party. I'm sorry I caused all this fuss over myself in the first place. It would have probably been better if I didn't say anything about my birthday. I just really wanted to do something nice with all my friends for once. But I ended up just disappointing myself again, because I built it up to be this big thing in my head and it just ended up falling flat. It happens, girl, it happens. Maybe I just set myself up for failure. Hey, I had a nice time. Don't beat yourself up over it. Exactly. And hey, Mello. Have a lovely birthday for whatever is left of it. Thank you, guys. You're too nice to me. I'm going to cry. Don't make me get used to this. Nothing wrong with getting used to what you deserve. Dracul smiled at Maiko before walking off towards the cells. Maiko had a small giddy smile on her face. Have a good night, Maiko. Happy birthday. I followed after Dracul and made my way to my cell. Dracul seemed to be more tired than usual. It had been a long day. To be honest, I was a little exhausted and my head was spinning slightly from the ciders. So I crashed out for the night fairly easily compared to usual. No murder at the party? Boo! Yeah, no murder at the party. My head. I had an awful splitting feeling in my head. My stomach felt bad and I hated how my breath smelt. I didn't even drink that much last night. Why did I feel this hungover? I supposed I was never much of a drinker, so even a little bit could have quite a bit of an effect on me. But I still felt like it was a little pathetic. I always got such big hangovers, even when I hadn't been necessarily drunk. It was why I didn't drink a lot. Granted, there'd been no knocking from anyone this morning. No Ismini, no Dracul. I hoped they were okay. Maybe I just slept through their knocking. What time was it anyway? Either way, I didn't want to keep people waiting. They'd be waiting for me in the canteen. Can I say? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Here we go. This doesn't seem good. It's suspiciously quiet. Let's see. I think it's this way, the cafeteria. I walked into the canteen, my head still pounding a little bit, only to be greeted by...
Good morning, Shinku. How are we doing this morning?
Oh, this is cute.
Not so loud, Takiko.
That's what I figured. Here, this should help.
Takiko handed me a small glass of water and a painkiller.
Thanks.
Even if it seems like it would be fun to drink, don't forget to consider and think.
Usually your mantras just annoy me, but this morning, they're really pissing me off.
Oh god. Yeah, nobody's thrilled about this.
Ah, Shin! Good to see you.
Easy there on the coffee. You look tired. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just struggled to sleep last night.
Why on earth did we think it was a good idea to do the votes in the morning?
Ismini's going through it.
It was the doctor's orders, but you'd think she'd delay it on this occasion.
Ugh. Can we just have breakfast? Jesus Christ. Ugh. I'm starving. Just how much did I have last night?
You really don't remember, Zeke?
Oh, it was a lot.
Yeah, you kind of...
I don't give a shit. I just want breakfast.
Oh, we're still waiting on a few people. I don't want to start without them.
It's weird that Alora's late. She usually flips out if we're not 10 minutes early.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Especially since Suki usually helps us make breakfast.
Taka's not around either. Maybe we should check on theirs.
Maybe Sugi ditched us to go make up with Taka. Maybe Love does win!
I really doubt that.
He'll be fine. Knowing him, he's just throwing a hunger strike or something.
Patience. We can wait.
He's so tired.
I just hope they show up soon or I'll start to worry.
I say fuck them and dig in. Nothing productive is gonna get done when we're like this.
You two got close, huh?
What's that meant to mean, Sam?
Oh my god. Here we go.
Oh, nothing.
Leave him be. He's just tired.
What's got him so down in the dumps? He didn't drink anything last night, did he?
Wait, yes, he can't possibly have a hangover.
Oh, get off his dick. He was just up late last night. Didn't get much sleep.
And why's that, huh?
Shut the hell up. It's not like that.
But it is a good question. Why is he so tired right now?
Come on, wake up. Get off my shoulder, it looks weird. You can have a nap later. Wakey, wakey.
Zeke lightly shoved Mint off his shoulder, trying to wake him up. But as he did, Mint fell straight forward on the table.
Mint?
What? That day, it all came crashing down. We could no longer ignore the reality of our situation. We could no longer use each other to fill in our empty pieces. In the end, I think we're all very lonely. I understand that now. That desire to grab someone, anyone, anything you can grasp by the collar and to look them in the eyes and beg for them to notice who you really are and love you regardless. And the crushing reality that emerges when you try to grab a phantom, their wordlessness haunting you more than anything else could. The reality that the time your grief will last will forever be longer than the time you had known them. We really were the same. I wish we'd seen it sooner. Oh my my god. So it just ends off like that? Oh my god. That's a sad way to go. Just plopping down dead right in front of everyone. That's... I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, now, I remember mentioning something at the beginning of the stream about being spoiled on something really important, and going into this stream, I knew who the victim was. It was an accident. I should have muted a certain channel before starting this, so that's completely my bad. That is of no fault to anyone, but that's just a note for me for next time. But also, it's good that I went into it blind for the most part, because I didn't know how it was gonna go down. That's tragic though. Doomed Yaoi. Yeah, it's seeming pretty doomed right now. At first glance, the first guess I have is that someone might have like put like a poison into the mask that he inhaled. That's the only thing I've got right now, because the only way someone would just plop down like that is like if they had been poisoned. That is wild. But I don't have any other thoughts right now. I don't even know who would even have been able to do that. So I guess more details would be needed, like during the investigation and stuff. But I'd really have to think about it more. Thinking about what could have happened on the spot is always so hard for me. But now I can get into my overall thoughts about daily life. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. And I'm glad that I split it up into 2 different streams, because it needed that. That was way too long. I feel like I played the much longer half of it. I don't even know. It's like, I enjoyed the free time events too. Those were all I'm really enjoying the dynamics too. What's my favorite one? I really like Maiko. She's so silly. She's super funny. And I'm also curious where like Taka's direction's gonna take with Deadly Life. I'm very, very curious about that, because he's kind of already being ostracized. I'm wondering if they would accuse him because of that. Mayhaps. That's pretty much it. I don't really got much else right now, but depending how things go, I might stream again tomorrow. 100 Line. I really want to continue playing that game. I've been meaning to for a while. But I wanted to finish Lockdown Chapter 1 Daily Life first. And I think that's all for now. To everyone that stopped by and watched me freak out at certain points and react, thank you so much. It's always really appreciated. And I am really looking forward to whenever Deadly Life drops. Huge shout out to the entire team, and especially Ripple for putting this all together. It's just amazing. I can't put enough words into it or enough emphasis on it. But with that being said, I will be ending stream here, and I will see you all next time. Bye!